Ugh.
We're live. What happened? I'm completely messed
Hey,
up.
everybody, how's it going? Great way to come back after a hiatus.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. We all had a turkey, and we were all feeling great.
Turn up!
Yeah.
Turn up for days!
No turn up.
We
Hot
had turnip.
turkey sandwiches.
Not gonna lie.
We didn't have enough leftovers for turkey.
I didn't have Thanksgiving dinner because I was sick in bed.
Yeah, Wallace was
Oh,
dying.
yeah.
Wallace was super dead.
Did you at least take the red NyQuil? You could pretend it was cranberry sauce.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Wait, there's red NyQuil?
Cherry, it's
Yeah.
the best.
Mm.
Better than the other stuff. They're better than the green stuff that tastes like absinthe.
I was gonna say, I thought green was...
No, you're supposed to drink the green stuff because it tastes like punishment. You know, it helps you get better.
Ah.
It's the same thing with Buckley's. It tastes like trying to bite your way through a pine
Oh
tree,
my-
so you're just that much more focused on feeling
Thought
better.
it was Neocitrin.
You know what, Andrew? You're the first person to agree with me. It's like a
Buckley's.
pint.
Everyone
else
else. It's made with pine needles, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
I love
It's like
Buckley's.
it's like chewing
No,
pine needles.
Buckley's. I'll like. Oh.
It's probably the reason why.
And let's just take
Clipped.
that and make it again. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably why I like gin, is because I took Buckley's all the time as a kid.
Oh my god.
I love gin. I don't like Buckley's.
I
But
have no pony in this race.
I digress. We are back again with more Rule of Cool, episode 4. Ireena Kolyana. Everyone's Vitch, and she's the only one that's not Vitch.
She's a bitch.
Vitch.
What a bitch.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
But yes,
What a
we're
bitch.
back. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it by quickly recapping the last little bit. You started off by you guys being sent on an adventure and swept away to the land of Barovia, whereas you entered this creepy land filled with mist and wolves and maybe vampires. Who knows? Maybe.
Nah.
We know there's vampires right now.
Definitely vampires. And angry houses.
You entered a village that you as you continue on the path, and face many trials and tribulations as you tried not to die there. Appease the cult that was there by ending their monster. I'll say appeased. And then you were able to finally leave it. Unfortunately, leaving a few promises not 100% unkept, but a little bit of a hollow feeling with them, maybe. Where you gained access to the actual village, everything seemed to be open. After that, you headed to the mercantile and bought some awesome, amazing items for cheap prices.
Oh, they were so cheap.
Oh, so good.
Such
Very
good
affordable.
prices.
And the cheapest thing in there, you guys didn't buy because it was the storekeeper.
Oh,
Damn it!
well done, well done.
From there, you guys headed over to the tavern where you met Ismark. What's his last name? I don't know.
Is Mark
I don't know his last
Burgermeister?
Don't even have his last name in my
That's
notes.
his
I think it
title
was just
now, I
Ismark.
think.
I know.
Whatever
It's
his,
his last
it's whatever
name.
his father's name is,
I just have Ismark as well.
which you do
I
have.
have Ismark, son of Burgermeister.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
what
have
I
his
have.
father's name.
Yes. He has a different name in here that you guys don't have learned, so I'm not going to tell you that.
Son of the Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Is
Yes.
it Steve?
Yeah.
From there, he left.
Indirovich.
Indirovich. He left to go sort some other issues and asked you to come see him at his place. At that point, we left with you guys all in the tavern, and I leave it to you.
My doorbell just rung. It was really weird.
It was Strahd, don't answer it.
Oh, good! Alright, where
Don't
did we leave
invite
off?
him in!
Ismark left.
We were in the tavern.
We were in the
We're
tavern.
partying.
We're not
We're
partying.
having...
We ordered drinks.
Actually, I think weren't we supposed to have like a serious talk?
And we were gonna question Lee.
Oh.
Alright,
Oh,
Lee.
Yeah.
no.
I think you need to spill the beans about now.
Alright, so my logic was sound in my reasoning with the statue in the basement, but first, no. I guess technically the second night we were here, when we were still on the road, I went off and while on watch, I saw at the edge of the fog a man who very strongly fit the description of the Devil Strahd. I didn't know who he was at first, obviously. The information we've received from the townsfolk has definitely strengthened my suspicions. Then there's also the fact that, you know, we eyed each other for a bit, then he turned into a bat and flew away.
Oh.
Wow, that's
I-
certainly something.
Didn't bring it up until now, mostly because at first there was nothing to report. It was just some strange fellow in the fog. But
That turned into a bat.
yes, well, okay. Vampires are evil, vile creatures. But at that moment, it did not pose a threat, and I had more pressing issues of keeping everyone else safe without getting into a fight with a vampire.
What if he had friends?
I didn't see anyone else that night. He was the only anomaly there. I'm sorry for withholding this from you all.
How tall was he?
Tall. I'd say... How tall was he? Like 6 feet or whatever?
Like 2 lunas? 3 lunas?
I'd say he was a good 6 foot. That's,
Yeah, I'd say about 2 lunas. About as tall. How tall is
2
Fierstein?
2, maybe 2.5.
5'8".
Okay, so taller, a bit taller than Fierstein.
Oh.
Ugh.
It was hard for you to tell at the time, but that's what you would guess.
Was that the
Alright.
bat we saw? Didn't we see a bat? Like a
You did
bat?
see a bat.
Yes, that would have been the bat you saw.
And even when we pointed that out, you decided to say nothing?
Late at night, seeing a man in the fog and then seeing a bat. It's easy enough for your eyes to play tricks on you. I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it.
But just for the future, should we maybe set, rules for watch? Because now this is twice we've had issues. Right?
In my defense, I didn't fall asleep. Sorry, Fierstein, don't mean to...
Oh. I mean, I wasn't gonna point anyone out, but it seems to be an issue that's coming up.
What do you mean by rules?
Just maybe some ground rules to, don't fall asleep on watch. And maybe if you see something suspicious, just mention it to the group. You don't have to do it at the time if you feel it's okay. But maybe afterwards, in case someone were to run into him again, we don't automatically assume he's, he
Very
might
well.
have some background.
Very well.
Should we also
I
be
did
looking out
in,
for bats?
Yes.
in
Let's
this land,
make
yes.
sure we look up more.
Well, again, I apologize for withholding the information. I did intend to tell you when I had more information. At the moment, my concern was keeping you all safe, rather than traipsing off into the fog.
That's okay. Just didn't you try to hide it from us too? Like lie to us? I think that's the worst part, Lee.
Look, to be fair, this one had to sit through something in a land we're not entirely sure of. I understand where the problem lies in the bit of secrecy, but then again, we've all got our secrets, and that one at the time seemed like the best option. I can understand that.
Your,
Ooh, everyone has secrets.
your reasoning was sound, Lee, and thank you for the
Yes.
information.
You're welcome. And again, I apologize for that.
Water under the bridge at this point.
Let's move on.
No
Very
harm
well.
done.
Gladly. All right. So we were to meet with this Ismark in the morning, was it? I believe. So.
Seems to be that way.
So, does anyone want to share some secrets over getting drunk?
I mean, I am all here for getting drunk, but not so much the chatting. I've had enough.
I like talking.
Mm-hmm.
You share a secret. It's
Maybe-
not exactly a
no.
secret anymore.
Oh,
Then it's just a conversation.
I was just hoping for something fun. You don't have to go into anything deep.
To be fair,
Well,
darling, if you're willing to pay for enough drinks for me to share secrets, then by all means.
I order another round of drinks.
Yes! Keep it coming!
Yeah, so the bartender will keep continually bringing you guys drinks. It's up to you guys to choose. It is 1 copper piece for a glass of wine, and a pitcher will cost you 1 silver piece.
Pitcher!
So yeah, you guys probably over the night, probably good 5 silvers worth of pitchers between all of you.
All right. I'll mark that off. I'll buy.
Well then, Mira, if you're so interested in the conversation, why don't you start us off?
Okay.
Where do you and your sister come from, anyway?
Oh, see, about the secrets, we get to pick what we say. So, here we go. I have to pick one. We've seen multiple giants naked before.
So many naked giants.
So many naked! It's like a thing.
They like being naked.
They do. They're all about the natural. You know, living up in the mountains, wild and free.
And we were there for a long time.
A long time. I know, it's a shock.
Being big must,
Penises everywhere.
Now,
can't find clothes as easily.
Yes.
I've just gotta ask, were they giants or just regular-sized folks?
Whoa,
No,
whoa. We know how to measure how many lunas in a person.
I can vouch for them. They kind of saved me from being, executed by these giants. They were actual giants.
And
It is true, it's hard for them to get clothes, because they don't actually let the animal grow all the fur out. They eat it first.
Yeah.
So it's a hard choice.
I am suddenly very happy that I grew up in the Underdark as opposed to the mountains.
Really?
I'm suddenly more grateful for the pitchers of wine.
Okay, who's
Cheers
next?
to that!
Leah raises her glass and clinks it with Sankla.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Everything feels fuzzy.
That's actually spills her goddamn
Whoops.
It
wine.
means it's working!
Yes,
Okay.
it means the wine is definitely working, darling.
We
Well,
didn't take the
before you
no-no
were-
juice.
Before you were with your naked giant friends? Were they friends?
Friends
Where did you two hail from?
everywhere.
We've been a lot of places
So many places.
the past while, yeah.
You see my belt? My belt comes from an elven village. And the bracelet that I have right here on my arm, that's from a human village. And there's something else in my hair, but I've lost it. And that was from a dwarven village, but I don't know where it went.
It's a good chance it's still in there. You've got quite the nest going on.
That's true.
It's like having an extra bag, like an extra dimensional bag.
Eventually, she'll be able to cast locate object.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever get tired of carrying a few of my things, maybe I'll just
Just
toss them in
stick it
curls there.
I might not notice.
Aye, and then you run into the problem of never finding it again.
So yeah, you can't just recall it. It's gone.
Yeah, make sure it's not something important.
Hmm.
What about you? Where are you from?
Well, I come from a kingdom known as Penumbra. We're just north of where we met up, actually.
Oh, so you didn't travel far?
Couple of days. Not the most comfortable trip, but we made it.
You travel a lot like us?
Not so much, no.
Oh, is this your first time?
Under these circumstances, yeah.
We've been traveling outside our village for almost over 30 years now.
Oh, is it? Jesus. Time has gone by.
Well, we go home and visit, but
Where's your village?
far.
DM.
It's far.
Your village
Far
is
in a
west.
forest.
Your village, you would actually know, is a little bit north of Ashbourne in Aberdeen, but west of Penumbra.
Oh,
And
so we
it's
hail further.
it's a mountain village. Snows quite a bit, but it's not super cold. It's kind of a warm cold. And the entire town is built kind of at the base of the mountain, where the temple is. The mountain is up halfway up the mountain. It's kind of a pilgrimage to head up there.
Yeah, so we like mountains, but our mountain doesn't have giants.
No.
Mm-mm.
You got travels with giants.
So you found a different mountain with giants.
Yeah, we used to get lost quite often.
But it's okay because we got to meet a bunch of different types of people.
Uh-huh. And we met Lee, who is better at directions.
Yeah, sure.
Happy to be of service. I mean, it was the least I could do, considering, it was your council that persuaded the giants not to execute me for hunting in their territory.
They're easy to talk to once you know what to say to them.
Yeah.
I didn't. Still don't, really.
That's fair. Language is always one of the harder things to deal with in life.
Yeah, I never did get all of the lessons they tried to drum into my head.
Oh, you went to school?
Something like it.
That's fun.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah.
You went together?
For a little bit of the time.
Oh, that's fun. Like classmates. My sister and I were like that for a bit, too.
Yeah.
And Fjorstein, how about you? Feel bad putting you on the spot, considering you put the silver down for the drinks, but
What do you want to know?
well,
Secrets?
Right.
My
we're talking about
For life.
we've been talking about where we're from, so it's not a bad start.
Where I'm from a give me 1 second.
Wine's gone to your head, huh? Take your time.
Where am I from?
Oh God, I don't know. My town I hail from, it's called Ultris. It's a mining town. We dug up many gems and stuff for the neighboring kingdoms. I was in fact one of those miners for a good many of years, taking care of my family.
I think we've done some trade with that place.
Yeah, probably. I mean, a lot of gems. A lot of gems. Other than that, I haven't really been much of anywhere. My first time adventuring outside of my town, I wound up with you guys.
Wow, we're everyone's first. That's
Yay!
cool.
I like being the first.
You know what? To be fair, I think that's entirely respectable, supporting your family.
Someone had to do it.
So how do you support them? You
By
just
mining.
Oh, do you still do that though?
Oh no, I came into a lot of money.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, not a lot of money, but enough to take care of my mom.
Aw.
Oh.
That's good. That's good.
Parents are good.
Yeah.
Sure.
You okay, Lee? you hitting the table pretty hard there.
Yeah.
Why don't we pester you about where you came from then?
Then you notice Lee starts scratching at her scar absently. doesn't really matter. It's not there anymore. There was a fire.
My apologies.
And I like to consider, my memories with Luna and Mira the happier part of my life.
Aw.
Thank you. We're a joy.
We're hard to live with.
Well, family's not blood, and home's what you make of it, right?
Exactly.
Don't worry. I'll take you in as my younger sister as well. I'm a good older sister.
Yes, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm flattered, but you do realize I'm older than both of you.
Shh. It's just a number. I've had a lot of
Age is yet
experience.
just a number.
Fair
Just
enough.
a number.
Oh, man.
Plus, I think Mira would make a bad little sister.
I'm not bad at a lot of stuff.
But you would be bad at being a little sister because then you'd have to listen to a big sister. You don't listen to anyone.
Okay. I might see your point there. It would be hard to listen to what you say. I try to, but I'm just gonna look at the pile of stuff I just bought, like at the guy, like. But I don't know. I get stuck in my head sometimes.
Bit headstrong.
It's a good quality.
Yeah, this
Wouldn't
sister a lot.
imagine saying otherwise within earshot.
Smart
Cheers.
man.
Cheers.
Oh, man.
I think we're just gonna drink a little more and not go as deep.
And with that, as
Unless people have more questions about naked giants, I know it's a big
We know a lot of them.
curiosity. We know how to
I'm okay
detail.
knowing about naked giants.
Months
It's
and
not something-
months living with naked
Like-
giants.
I think that's more than enough to know.
Yeah, you don't need any more detail.
Like, I think I
They're
can.
proportionate.
Wonderful.
I also love how I entirely escaped that.
Do we want to go back?
just everybody's like, yeah, ask questions. I'm just like, all right, whatever.
So as the night goes on and the fire in the hearth fades, so does the conversation. You all eventually find, I'm assuming you're getting rooms here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What is the
Yeah.
place like?
Positively.
Is it nice?
So the rooms are 5 silver pieces a night. Those are they're modest rooms. Nothing spectacular, but
That's per person?
Or per room.
per room.
Do they have a
One
classy
bed, two
room?
beds.
Oh, wow. Someone's really got the money, eh?
They have one room that would be considered more of a comfortable room, and it is 8 silver pieces.
We should all
For that.
sleep in that room.
Like a slumber party?
Fiorcine buys that room up.
Sorry,
I
how much were
appreciate the
rooms?
sentiment, Lunia.
5 silver pieces.
Mhm.
5. Got it.
Well, Sokka will buy his own.
As will Lee.
Luna and Mira will get a room together.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that Lee's room will be the one adjacent
I'll mark it
to
up, I'll
Luna's
pay
and
for
Mira's.
If you ask, they'll give you. The barkeep will be like, "All right, sure." Switch the other key out.
What a
But
classy
you
like-
man.
We have certain knocks we use with each other. We have to have connecting walls.
So yes, you
Uh,
guys all.
sorry, as a note, I'll take the furthest room possible.
Yeah, he'll oblige.
Excuse me?
Riri doesn't want to deal with any of our shit.
Yeah, what the heck?
Wants to be away from the foot traffic.
I need everyone to do me a favor and roll me a d6 and tell me either odds or evens.
Ooh.
Odds.
Are you rolling for us?
Actually, Lee, don't roll.
Oh,
Odds.
okay.
Yours is odds.
Mine is also odds.
Okay.
I got an even.
Okay. So, everyone with an odds room, through the night, I'd like you to roll a perception check.
Oh, good.
At least we both get rolling.
One of the things that I'm not so great at.
You should be decent at it.
That's 25.
9.
19.
I mean, natural 20, but 23 total.
Okay.
Not very good at it, my ass.
What was yours, Mira?
I'm rolling? Oh shit,
Your
sorry.
odds. And then
Am
I think only Vierstein's the only one that got an even.
I'm left
What's
out,
it,
guys.
plus? What is it?
Perception.
What is this?
Perception.
Perception?
I want super
Oh,
secret
17.
Okay. So, as the night goes on, it's fairly regular night. Eventually, the midnight hour comes and goes, and probably about 20 minutes after the midnight hour, Rinare and Lee are awoken by an eerie green light coming from outside. Outside your window.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the window and peer out there cautiously.
Same here.
See what the hell's going on.
Oh, I've had a bloody hell of enough of this goddamn fire. What are we looking at now?
As you walk to your windows, you see a parade of march, of wavering images of doughty women toting great swords, wise woodsmen with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and magical and arcanically dressed mages with beards and straight pointed hats. All of these march forth from the graveyard up the hill. Their numbers grow by the second. They walk down the street, past the inn, and continue on to the northwest.
Well, that's strange. I think I will knock on Luna and Mira's wall with the, notification like, hey, something's up. Our warning knock. As I quickly get up and put my armor on and go to their door.
You guys are awoken by this banging sound.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, then you hear then you hear the knocking again at your door.
No.
Get up without my armor on and just bring my weapon to the door and open it.
Look out the window. Something's up.
As you guys have awoken, you have seen a green glow coming from your window.
I will go to the window, to the wall.
So you see this procession of ghostly figures, all heroic in their own right, walking. Like, there's tons of them.
Are they green, like see-through? Like
Or just
they're
like-
green?
Yes,
Like
they're
ghostly?
ghostly images, walking through the streets. They pay no mind to anything around them. They just look straight forward with a dead set intensity.
This is a boring parade.
Yeah, there's
Wow.
not much cheering, is there?
No. We don't have candy either.
Boring or not, I'm going to go down and investigate. If just informing you.
Okay. Can we see anyone from here, like outside watching or anything, or is it just ghostly people?
Just ghostly people.
No one's outside.
Okay, let's go to the front door and get a closer look.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys head down to the back down to the tavern area and find your way across the floor there to the door.
Point of note: is there anyone in that main room of the tavern right now?
Right, it's closed up. In fact, as you get over to the door, you guys find that it is bolted shut.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just a simple like deadbolt lock on the top and the bottom.
Ooh, I'll get the bottom one, Lee.
Of course.
Maybe we shouldn't go if it's locked.
Well, I would prefer not to put either of you in danger. I can scout ahead. I'm pretty sneaky.
Why don't we just peek out?
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
see if they look at us. Maybe they actually want someone to cheer for them.
To be fair, through this entire ordeal, I'm still watching from the window being like, what was in that wine? Like, I've seen some things in the Underdark, but this is something else.
All right. Well, Lee will cautiously open the door and peek out. Do I see anyone around? Anything? Do the ghosts react?
So, you open the things and you kind of reach out. The door giving a bit of a creak as it goes, and you head out. I mean, are you being stealthy?
Yeah, I'll roll for stealth.
I'm looking at the bottom part of the door. Like, if she's opening, I'm peeking below.
Yeah, like Three Stooging it.
That's an 18 on.
Scooby doing it.
That's an 18 on the die plus 6,
Does that
so
mean
24.
I have to make a stealth roll as well?
No, she's heading out.
Okay.
So she sneaks
you
out.
are.
Yeah, no one seems to pay mind to you. Being said, you are sneaking, which
So
is what you
sneaky.
kind of want. They seem to be looking straight forward.
Can I easily see any particular landmark they may be heading toward? Perception.
At this point, it's kind of hard. They're heading. Let me put the town up. They're heading down the south way, and then they're heading out. Sorry, I'm mixing everything up here.
Is that where we came in? Church?
So yeah, no, you guys came in west. They are heading out the opposite side of town. You came in.
Okay.
They seem
Do
to be
they
just
look-
following the road.
And
Do they look
okay.
old or like young warriors?
There are
all
different ages. You see different. They're varied in their own ways. There's a young lady with a large hat and a feather with flowing robes, kind of thing. There's
Like an old wizard.
there's an old wizard that heads by. A large behemoth of a man. It seems like he has like almost dragon and lion like features with a large pole arm on his back.
Nice.
A
Lady.
man with some kind of glinting arm.
All right,
Like
I will quickly
Winter Soldier?
skulk back to the door. Say, all right, it looks like they may be heading towards the. We came from the west.
Can
They're
everyone
going
roll
east.
stealth? The other two, Luna
Oh.
and
I have disadvantage because chainmail.
you're not wearing your chainmail.
You're not wearing your
You just
armor.
woke up.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's still shit.
This is why you don't let the paladin sneak.
9.
10.
Yeah!
All right.
So Lee, as you enter the room, can you make a perception check?
Yeah, of course. I was mostly just going to creep back to the door and say, hey, I'm going to go scout ahead. Perception, that's a 13 on the die, plus 5, 18.
So as you enter, you see across the way a small, shadowy figure in the exiting through a door behind the bar. Like entering the room, I should say.
Entering from behind the bar.
Yep.
Okay. All right, well, get down. And I'm going to sneak up to, I guess, as close to the person as possible and try and get more detail out of it.
Okay, so you see the pudgy little man who you know, the barkeep.
Oh, okay, then I will
Right.
just...
What are you two doing out of bed?
Uh,
He's talking to the two halflings.
okay.
The door's
Oh.
locked. The door's locked after 11 o'clock
Why?
Yeah, but
because we're closed, and we don't want It's for the safety of our guests.
Safety why?
It's just basic safety.
At 11 though, at a bar.
Yeah.
It's not basic safety.
Wow, Luna, you're really going like
I'm just
once we're
saying.
staying.
Someone gonna mention
Also-
the ghosts.
I'm not used to drinking
Actually,
cookies.
yeah, she's just been drinking a lot. We're actually wondering why there's like a parade going on and no one said anything.
And no
Oh,
one's outside.
those assholes, yeah. They're the idiots that tried to kill the old devil. Now they're doomed forever.
Oh.
Why do you think
I
they're
don't get it.
idiots?
Well, they're walking through the streets as ghosts every night. I'm in my bed.
I mean, they went to battle. I think that's pretty brave.
Now, listen, you can think whatever you want. Just let's lock up and go back to bed.
Can you just give us maybe 5-10 minutes to watch? We'll lock up when we come back in.
This.
Thanks, sir. Thank you so much.
No, well, how did you know that they were doing this? Can you see from your room?
No, the window's
Yes.
too high.
No, you could.
No,
Or
we
no.
we couldn't.
All right.
We are liars.
All right. I'm also not. I'm just staying quiet and in the
Also,
shadows
Megan,
because.
I'm frozen. Everyone else is frozen for me. So
Oh,
Let's
geez.
just.
actually, except for Wallace and Cassie.
Hey!
All right. And he walks over and he kind of like grabs the door and he walks over a few feet, grabs a curtain, and opens it.
Thanks.
All right. Go to bed when you're done. Don't open the door.
Okay.
Can I have
Does the
milk?
wind?
He looks back at you with just like the most like screw you look.
The customer service here.
I mean, you did wake him up. All right. So I guess he goes back into his bedroom.
Roll perception.
Okay.
Does the window shimmy up a little
17.
or out?
No, it's a static window. He heads to behind the bar, grabs a bottle, and then goes to bed.
All right. Fair enough. Well, I'll creep out of the shadows. Like, all right.
Let's go.
I would argue maybe not through the door. Let's
Yeah,
not
this
piss off our
window
host
I
too
can't
much.
get open. So
Oh no! Come on.
What if we throw something at the window?
No,
no, I
first,
don't think we should break
can-
property. Not
Okay.
that time.
All right.
fair.
All right. Well, let's just go back upstairs. Can I roll to see if I what is it? I'm trying to recall if the windows in my bedroom, my guest room, would open or not, or if they're fixed.
Oh, yeah, they open.
They open?
You're just up there. You're looking through it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the classic slide open window.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could tie off a rope and go out the window. The
Ooh.
upstairs window's open. That's what
I mean,
That's what I'm going to do at any rate. I am more than happy to scout ahead. I won't obviously leave town or go very far, but I'd like to see where these specters are going.
It's been a
Okay.
really long time since we snuck out a window.
yeah, we
Are you
don't.
with? Are you
usually
two
have
with me
that.
then?
Yeah, I mean, we probably won't scout because you get mad at us.
Yeah, but we can go look.
But I'd like to see them up close.
All right, fair enough. Then I guess I'll head back upstairs.
Should we wake the others after like getting mad about like,
Keeping secrets.
I
keeping
mean-
secrets and we did tell them about the giants. I feel like maybe we should let them see the death parade.
I mean, feel free to knock on their doors if you wish. I'm
Okay.
going to go to my room and
All right.
prepare.
Remember, Luna, the code.
Uh.
I will pick the first door
Oh.
upstairs and do like the code we use. us three of being like, and be like, wake up! Something's up.
All right. And while this
Stockholm.
is happening,
You hear a weird knocking on your door, and that wakes you out of your slumber.
He'd take a couple of seconds to right himself and
He's taking too long. Move on to the next one.
sit up out of his, half-drunk stupor and stagger to the door.
I've gone to the next one. I've knocked.
Stick his head out to see her at the next door already.
There's a parade.
There's a glowing green parade.
Rinray, you're knocking at your door.
What the hell? Oh. I'll quickly dart over to the door and just... What's going on?
Oh, Riri. Oh, boy. Wine is... Maybe you should... there's a parade.
Oh,
You're invited.
I've been watching the parade.
Oh.
Wait, so I'm not... Was there
What?
something in the wine at this point? Because I was pretty sure I was hallucinating.
I mean,
No,
we all
they're
have
there.
the same wine, so I can't really help you with that.
Oh no, that's a fair point.
Oh, that's a good point.
But the bartender said this is a regular thing.
Okay, so it's not the wine then. Got it. I'm getting ready. I'll be out in a second.
Everyone takes so long. I'm moving on. Never mind. Get out this window before it's over.
Before
What if they
We're
do
going
have
through the
free
windows?
candy?
before Lee closes,
Yeah.
goes into her room, she's like, "Yeah, in this room. We'll go out this window. You can come along if you wish."
I'm gonna follow her into that room because I've given up. These people take too long.
You're not gonna knock on Fierstein's door.
I'm gonna go to Forest
Well,
Door.
Luna's still
So,
going.
Fiorenstine's door is a lot farther down the hall.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that she purchased a very fancy room.
Oh yeah.
I run down the hall to Forest Door.
All right. Yeah,
Loud knocking with both hands.
it does wake you up. You hear this.
Hello? Hi, what time is it?
Parade!
Parade?
Parade!
It's still dark out. There's no parade here, Luna.
Four! Parade!
It's nighttime. Go back to bed.
It's glowing green!
Excuse me?
Come out here!
Okay, I'm gonna get out of bed.
Yes, Sakla will take the time to at least pull on the his gambeson, the padded under part of his armor, before staggering out of his room.
So, for mechanics' sakes, now I will say this: whatever you guys can get on quickly, but what it all comes down to what Mira is and some of the people are allowing you to put on. Armor does take time to put on.
How long does a chain
I
shirt
mean,
take to put
we're
on?
gonna go.
Chain
with
shirt should be pretty much instantaneous.
Is it light armor? Or is it medium armor?
It's medium.
Medium armor, 5 minutes.
Really? Even chain shirt? Yeah, 5 minutes.
Goodbye.
And gladly put on her armor before she went out to investigate.
Luna's sitting in front of the Forest Door just waiting for her.
Light armor takes 1 minute, medium takes 5, heavy takes 10.
Or if you just go in your 90s like a
Yeah.
cool person, it takes nothing.
Oh yeah, Luna's not gonna put on any armor. She has no thought of it.
Yeah, I brought a weapon.
Okay.
That's
So-
all I got.
You guys are now in the room with Lee. Also, for the sake of it, you guys all meet up together. You're in the states of whatever you're wearing.
Lee is probably having to try and fight me getting out the window as is because I'm just trying to go.
And I
Well,
would have
I mean,
grabbed
by this
Door's
point,
hand
Lee's
and run
already
down the
gone.
hallway.
Lee's already got a rope tied off, and she's already half out the window by the time you guys.
Songclo would
put her
have you
in.
by the ankles.
Oh, come on! Just let me go already.
Wait for the rest of them!
Okay.
I will follow Lee,
So-
and I'll be like, "It's my fault."
Just be thankful I'm not yanking by your tail.
So, are you guys climbing out?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
So, who is leaving first?
Lee.
Lee.
Lee?
Yes.
I'm going to need an athletic check.
Oh
Athletics.
shit.
I'm good at that, at least. Dice don't fail me now. Okay, that's not too bad. That's a 10 on the die plus 4. 14.
So, you make it down the rope. You kind of like almost lose it a few times, but you catch it. But you make it down. It's not silent. As you are coming down, you do notice that The last few specters are just passing you by now.
All right. Lee's gonna, I guess, drop back into stealth and start following them. So stealth roll.
Yep. Who's next?
I am.
Me! No, I want to be me. You're being held back.
All right. Athletics.
Nat 20 plus 6.
So you just kind of you're like, I'm next. You run, grab the rope, and just slide down it. No problem.
I'm
Pretty
not
cool.
doing
After Mira.
this.
I want to go after Mira.
Oh, you need to break your grip so you can get down, Riri.
That's fair, I do.
We're rolling athletics.
You calm now?
Athletics.
You all right?
Okay.
You're gonna break your neck climbing down that thing.
17.
17? You just hand over hand. Down you go. No problem.
Come on, look, there's already 3 of them out there. Are you sure I can't go?
It's leaving!
I'm
And I'm
gonna.
gonna start fucking after it.
All right. Climb then.
Perfect. And I just go and try and slide down.
Okay. Athletics. check.
Athletics.
Yeah, this is gonna be a thing.
Oh dear.
Our druid with no strength, who hilariously is proficient in athletics.
What do you have, like a 1 in there?
Yeah.
No. I would be lucky if I had a 1.
It's like a -4.
Oh.
No, actually, since I'm proficient, it's a -2.
Oh.
So 16 total.
Oh, yeah, you
Hey,
slide down. No problem.
you beat Lee.
I'm gonna personally roll to see if I keep my balance, though. Nope.
Oh, right on the tail.
Ah, damn it! All right. Come on, let's go.
And then for last 2.
Go ahead. You could catch me if I fall.
Okay, good, because I imagine I'm just in like a nightie. I grab my greatsword and put on any,
Nighty with the great sword. I love it.
That is
good.
a look.
and it's gonna go down. If any of you fuckers look up, I'm cutting you in half.
Luna looks up. What?
What? 18.
Yeah, no problem. Down.
Your undies are cute.
And I go to cut Luna in half.
No, don't start a party fight yet.
Because Lee will kill you.
16 climbing down.
How much health do you have, Lee?
No problem. You guys all make it down fine. As you do this, you see Lee and the sisters. I almost said twins. You're not twins. Running down the street.
No. I'm not trying to be stealthy though. I'm just trying to run up so I can get into a better view to actually watch them go by.
So they are marching. They are not running. They are not sprinting. You guys easily catch up with them. As you do, Mira runs up right next to them, and they don't seem to pay her any mind.
Then I'm gonna start like kind of cheering, like, "Good job! You did a good job! Go! Get forward march! Go! Yeah!"
So
Yeah.
as you do that, one of them,
Oh shit.
one with a large pirate's hat, actually, kind of thing, and kind of has like a swashbuckler shirt and a rapier at their side. As you're gonna cheer, they continue walking.
Oh.
Did they look at me? Okay. Well, I guess I'll just keep continuing that. Like, thank you for your service to Athena!
Imagine at this point, Lee has probably crept up to try and reach the head of the parade to try and get a better sight of where they may be heading. Because I know they're heading out the opposite gate. But can I see any landmark or whatever in the distance that I can maybe think that they may be going towards?
So, not really, kind of. So they are heading. So I guess I should have pointed this out as you guys are in this. You do see a castle looming above you on a large hill. It's the castle you guys have seen previously in the as the thunder strikes were behind it. They are not heading towards that, though. They seem to be heading south, out of town.
All right, and we're still in town at that point, yeah?
Currently, yes, you are almost about, like, at this point, you've walked a fair way down, and you're about to leave town, as far as you can tell.
Well, once, I guess...
While that happens, though, Mira's sitting there giving her, yeah, go, go, go! And then all of a sudden, right in the back of the head, you feel striking. It doesn't hurt too much, you don't take any damage from it, but you feel like this... liquid kind of rolling down your back. And you hear, all right, shut up. As you reach back and touch, you see a red color.
Oh, is it tomatoes? I hate tomatoes.
It's tomato.
Oh.
And not a fresh one.
Ew, it's all
Luna turns around towards where the tomato came from. Come out here, you cowardly bastard! I'll freaking hurt you! Don't throw things at my sister, you friggity cracker!
So as that happens, you hear against your chest, and you look down and you see some broken white shells, and a yellow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point at her and like, eggs are so much worse.
And you hear, you pissed off too.
I go across my chest with and get the egg off me, and then just wipe it on Mira and go, shut up!
1 second, guys. I'm gonna close the door because I can hear Megan.
Cackling. We're getting twice the cackling from our little halfling.
Powerful.
You might want to like put a mattress up against the door too.
So yes, at that point, sorry, what do you guys want to do?
Who's throwing fruit at my friends?
We've been trying to catch up at that point, and then
Yeah,
no doubt seen the projectiles fly.
you know it's coming from the left side of the street.
Okay. Can I walk up to this person?
You don't know where they're coming from.
Oh, okay.
If you yell loud enough, they'll throw something at you, and then you can figure out where they are.
It's getting better, so I want to see what's next.
They're rolling like champions. Like
It's gonna be a whole
seriously.
chicken next.
Can I roll like an insight or something?
Yeah, make an insight check. No, not insight. Let's make it investigation.
Investigation. All right.
Yeah.
Let's use the yellow die. I've never used that one before. What's my investigation? This isn't gonna go well. Oh, 11.
You have no idea.
Cool.
It's coming from the left side.
All right. I'm just gonna yell out, if you throw another fruit, I'll find you.
Way to go through your breath for the next projectile.
Yeah. What's your AC currently?
My AC currently is 13.
15. So you feel it just kind of whoosh right by your head as another egg.
All right. Could I have seen where this is coming from?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, fuck. Not using that yellow
You
die.
better stop it because they have a dozen of those at least.
Ooh, 21.
21? Yeah, it's coming from a house just a few down, like just a few down from where you're currently standing. You can kind of see in the window. There's you can see a blur of movement.
Blur of movement. I'm gonna walk up to the window.
It's dark. Like you can't see in the dark. You're
Oh
human.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the night. It's midnight.
Shit.
The only reason you're even able to see this is because of the glow from these ghosts, and that's starting to fade now as you're walking, as they're leaving.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up to the window. I'm gonna knock on it and be like, "If you throw another one, I'm gonna come in there."
Sorry, I didn't clarify this. It's a second-story window.
Oh.
You can still look up at them.
Just start waving your sword at them.
It's just gonna start- I'm gonna come in there, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm pretty tired right now. Mm-hmm.
You just gotta be like a mouse and just elongate your torso and knock
Make
on
an
the window.
intimidation check.
Oh god, gay dice don't let me down. It kind of let me down.
Well, it's not a door that you're threatening, it's a person. It's understandable.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
Oh, that is not good.
I'll come in there, but
I
I'm
mean,
kind of
she-
tired, so I don't
She's a
I don't
young
know.
girl in a nightie right now.
Yeah.
With a
With a big-ass
sword
sword.
twice as tall as you are.
I mean, sure.
And just
So-
rippling with door-busting muscle.
As you kind of say that, you hear just kind of from up in the area, you don't see anybody. It goes, It is after midnight. Go to bed and piss off.
You're right. I will go to bed.
I have to piss off.
All right. Well,
I'll
I
walk
imagine
away.
as the
And don't
Ghosts
do it
are-
again!
as the ghosts are heading out the gate, Lee will stop at the gate and wait for the others to catch up because she's not about to just leave town without confirming with the others first.
I will say this: this is not like a gated community.
No.
There's no walls around this town. It's
Okay.
literally the houses just kind of peter out.
Okay.
So what you'd be kind of waiting at is the last 2 houses.
Yeah.
How far did you travel?
Time and space.
I mean, she walked to the front of the parade and then stopped at the edge of town when they started leaving.
You're about 240 feet from where you guys the tavern is.
That's not
Okay.
too bad.
Not too bad.
I guess we'll eventually catch up.
I was gonna say, considering Mira and Luna are sort of following the tail end of the parade, cheering them, they'll catch up there.
Being said, now that the procession has left and there's very little lights in town, humans and halflings are very much blind.
But we're following it.
Yeah.
Are you guys leaving town?
I
No,
don't
we're
think we
waiting
should
till we
leave.
get to
Lee.
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 Okay.
They're
So-
following the tail end of the procession.
Okay, so as you get to Lee, what do you guys do?
All right. Well, they're leaving. The ghosts are leaving town.
Mhm.
Now, in a few hours, we have to go meet with Ismark.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
sister. So.
I don't think we should
So let's
leave
give
town.
them one final cheer and then go to bed.
Woo! Yeah.
Ready?
I will.
1, 2.
You?
And we're gonna
3.
quickly cover.
Woo!
Right. I will lead the way back to the tavern since I know you two can't see in the dark.
Please, I have
Yes.
no idea where we're going.
Can I cast light on my hair?
I'm gonna say no.
Damn it!
A flower in your hair, though. You could do it on the flower.
That'd be such a small light.
It's still just as bright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a flashball bulb is like that big.
That's fair. Okay, I'll do that.
So you guys have like a. Unfortunately, you find this very reassuring. She almost has like a miner's light on her head.
A little flower light just going.
Leading the way, everyone's able to make it back fine, with visibility.
Yay.
Are we absolutely sure we don't want to follow them?
I mean, I would really like to, but again, we have to meet with Ismark in a few hours.
I need some sleep.
Also, that too. Worthy of note, the bartender did say that this is a regular occurrence. So if
Yeah, I
we're
was
in
gonna
town a
say
couple
that.
days, I think we'll have another opportunity to follow these ghosts to their final
Plus-
destination.
Plus, that's not as important. They're just continuing their victories wherever. Our victories still lie ahead where they came from.
Yeah, that.
To be fair, I'm not sure that they're marching because they were victorious.
I was about to say.
I
They
mean,
tried though.
Well,
yeah.
tell you what then. The rest of you, why don't you get some rest? Ireena and I'll stay up for a few more minutes, see if any stragglers come out of the graves.
Sounds like a plan to me.
It sounds
I'm not-
like you two just want alone time, but I'll go with it.
Wink, wink. Oh wait, you're not
Wink.
saying it out loud.
I'm not.
It's okay. It's okay.
Little
Go to
one.
bed.
Little
I think it's cute.
I appreciate what you're going for, but I don't play for that team, darling.
Oh.
Okay.
So do you want Fjordstein to stay instead?
I'm gonna walk away to my bedroom.
You all have to make it back up the rope.
Yeah, you'll have to climb. I'm still outside.
Right.
The doors
Would you
are
like to go up
locked.
the rope, Fjordstein?
You want to go
We're
first?
not looking.
I think Lee will go
It
first
is.
because A, it's her room, and B, she can help other people into the room after.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay.
So,
Athletics check.
yep. Hey, that's better than last time. 17 on the die plus 4.
Takes you a bit, but you get up.
All right.
Who wants to go next?
4. You want to go next?
Do you want to go?
I'm gonna toss one of you up in a second.
Please do. That'd be awesome.
I'm gonna take Mira and I'm gonna huck her up and say, Lee, catch.
Oh god.
Ah!
All right, I guess.
I'm gonna go with strength on this one.
For,
Black
How
strength?
far is this
Yeah.
distance? Like, I know, can no one throw me this distance, and I should keep
It's
my
the
hands
second
out to
floor.
grab the rope.
That's a 20.
It's
not a
10
nat 20,
feet up.
but it's 20.
You just kind of, and she flies up.
Throw the
Lee.
rope!
what? Athletics? Just base strength?
Catch
I'm going with
the
Dex on this
halfling.
one.
Dex.
Dex.
And
Sleight
just
of
base,
hand?
just base Dex.
Split of hand.
Hey, 14 on the die plus 6 for my Dex.
Plus
Okay.
6 from your dex.
Or,
So-
sorry, I read that from my saving throws. Base Dex. Sorry,
Plus
plus 4.
Okay.
Sorry.
So that was
18.
Joe.
18.
So you're able to grab onto her hand as she. I now need a strength check.
Oh god.
So a minute, I'm making this
You
multiple
did
here.
it!
This is.
Yeah, well, no, I get it. I have to catch her and then have to hold on.
Yeah.
Strength.
She's looking at you with so much happiness. Like, we did it!
1 second.
Don't let me go.
I will give you advantage on this because her strength is included.
She can
Okay.
pull herself up.
All
Bwah,
right, so-
bwah, bwah.
She's not gonna fight you on this.
okay, so that was a 17 on the die plus 2, 19.
Okay, you're good. You're able to pull her up, but it's not the most elegant of ways. You grab her and you almost go out yourself, but you're able to just get her up as she kind of helps climb up you.
Yeah, sorry,
And I
the smell
lean
of
out the-
tomato kind
I
of
lean-
puts you off.
I lean out the window. Don't do that again, Fior.
Luna!
4. You want to toss me?
Climb up the
I don't know,
rope.
man. That was a pretty good throw.
You guys minimum everything you needed.
Oh.
Oh god.
I mean, I
Have you done that
can
before,
climb.
Fior?
Certainly a show.
Have you thrown a halfling to the second story window before?
Never before. It's first time. It's gonna stand there
Once again, I'm taking everyone's first. Just like, say
grumpy
that.
tired. Y'all better start
Yep.
climbing or I'm gonna start throwing.
Okay, I climb up.
Athletics.
20.
You're up easily. You
damn.
climb up, no problem.
Go ahead, Fior. Ireena and I are gonna have a talk.
Me.
Oh my.
Re.
Okay. The 20. Is it the athletics or?
You're fine.
No.
You're up.
Okay. I'm up.
I think Sankla just wanted to
Brush
see
the
your
dust off my
panties.
nightie and.
Mary
I'll look at the window. Did you look up?
Wouldn't know if they were blue or pink.
No, not at all.
Walk.
You can make an insight check to see if they're lying.
I would. That didn't sound reassuring at all.
Too tired for this garbage. And I go to bed.
Alright. Alright, and Lee shoos the halflings off to their room.
Whee!
Well, we're gonna wipe ourselves off a little bit.
Yeah, seriously.
Some people just don't understand, you know?
Yeah, parades are to be yelled at.
Yeah. It's too bad. People were so ashamed of those people. Like, they fought hard.
They did. They did their very best.
I mean, at least now we smell like omelets.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you wanted to talk, my lord.
Yeah. Well, it seems like we're not the only ones that are coming from bad situations, huh?
It's starting to sound that way, yes.
No, there's just a little bit of unfinished business since before we left Penumbra.
What's that?
Well, I'm not sure if you knew exactly what the king and queen had exactly entailed for you.
Not entirely. As far as I was aware, I was just learning what I needed to, you know, be of use.
Right, the diplomat, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, it wasn't, it was no coincidence that we ended up having classes together. It was no accident. The two of them, before it all happened, they planned to offer you another job. Rather grand responsibility. You were to
Really?
You were to be my first knight.
Oh. Wow, I wasn't aware. That's certainly a lot. Had you still wanted me to try for that?
With what I've seen lately, it would be rather settling to my nerves if you would humor me with this.
And I'll do everything in my power to make sure that you're safe.
Well, and there's a bit of a ceremony we must go through.
All right then.
All right. I'm sure you know a bit about Penumbra. At this, he starts drawing out with a sword symbols on the ground. Begins a wide circle of what starts to look like runes. Do you know the meaning of the name?
Not entirely.
It means the edge of the shadow, or the border of light and dark. It's not a name we chose by accident. Penumbra, as you well know, is very much a kingdom of borders. It guards the surface and the Underdark, and acts as liaison between them. The founders were skilled both in magics of light and dark, and the strange in-betweens therein. We hold ourselves to that. We both exemplify ourselves through borders and seek to erode them. In that, whenever one who wields the holy sword swears in a knight, we ask them to take a stand on one of these borders. Yours will be simple. You've been trained for years for it already. I'll only ask that when swearing in, you stand up to what we have been teaching you. To become the liaison, the guide between the surface and the under. But selfishly, I have to ask one more thing. I have to ask you to stand by me. No matter what happens here, no matter what choices we have to make in the future, no matter what truths come to light, and no matter the oaths you've sworn before.
The only oath I've ever sworn, my lord, is to make sure that I serve this family for what they did for mine. You have my word, my life, and any of my magics, as long as you might need.
At this, he finishes the last of the runes. The circle appears to be something like the symbol of Penumbra, a solar eclipse with a tracing of arcane runes between it. Thank you. I ask that you stand in the center.
Quickly step up.
Steps into the circle as well. Plants the sword, tip down between the two of them. Then Renere Solus. By the power of Polaris and the previous wielders, from myself to the First Holy King, may the borders between us blur, that my strength become yours, and yours become mine.
And with that, Blair's flashes, bringing it up and kneeling it on each of Renere's shoulders. For the first time, taking on a reddish glow, only for a moment, as you feel the transfer of power between the two of you. And the knighthood is complete.
This.
Blake, if you want to check your Facebook Messenger,
Oh, sure.
but you can continue.
This. There's something else to this, isn't there?
As I said, we didn't pick the name by accident. Our bond is more than just words. My strength is yours, if you'll have it.
Of course, and at this point, as I've already said, my life is yours to use. Command me as you see fit, and I'll do what you need.
That means more than you know right now.
We've got one royal left. Gotta make sure they make it to the other side, yeah?
Yeah, we do.
Alright.
I apologize. I'm not about to make your job easy.
I wouldn't dream of having an easy life after this. Go on, you head up first. I'll watch your back, always.
Well, at least let me pull you up. At least I can do. Sonic will sheath the sword and begin his climb up.
Yeah, roll athletics.
Well, this would be really sad if you fell after this.
9.
Oh, it's okay.
So you make it about halfway, and then you just slip.
Oh no.
All right. At this point,
You take 2 points of fire damage as you burn your hands.
at this point,
Rope burn.
Lee is gonna lean out the window because she wasn't listening to the conversation. She was politely sitting.
Sure.
No, she actually wasn't because she knows that was a private thing. She's gonna lean out. And say, hang on, let me get the door.
Hey, no using DM chat.
No, it's more. He fell out.
I know.
I wasn't. All right.
Jeez.
I'm gonna sneak downstairs, quietly open the door, and usher them.
Let
in.
them both in. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Just really quickly while we're waiting for that, I quickly pull out like just a little herb and just always burning things. Just give something to help soothe the burn.
Sounds good. Actually, Rinneray, make a perception check.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of scary. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
So as you guys are sitting out there, and it's very dark, and it's kind of hard to notice. But when Lee opens the door and a little bit of the light from inside the tavern comes in, you look over at Sankla, and you see, as color finally returns to the world, as light kind of comes in, you notice Sankla's eyes slowly switch from this red, very familiar red color that you tend to see in the mirror quite a bit, over to his natural eye color.
Now that's certainly a neat little trick. I'll have to ask you about that later. And I head inside.
Sonk will gladly take the easier way back inside, and
And before he, because for the record, I was not listening. Now also, shh. The bartender yelled at the little ones earlier for opening the door. So, quiet if you can.
quiet as a
With
mouse.
You guys are able to close the door, head back to your rooms, and get a full night's rest.
Sleep.
Morning comes.
Woo!
And whatever you guys would like to do.
Eat some breakfast.
Round
I'm
of drinks.
Definitely breakfast.
Breakfast is available here.
I request no eggs, please.
Uh,
Sorry, Luna.
they are 3 silver pieces
You
each.
stink.
It's a very modest breakfast.
3 silver?
3 silver.
Nice.
2 silver for Mira.
Breakfast.
Oh. Little extra greasy bacon here.
He'll oblige.
Lee will probably also have some breakfast too.
Yes, all the food. I will eat everything.
Let's get a hearty meal before we go off to Ismark's.
Aye.
Right, we're doing that this morning, aren't we? Oh, goodness.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
right.
We had plans.
I mean, that is why we didn't go chasing off after the ghosts.
Very true.
Believe me, I remember. Oh, boy.
I have to say, it is
Our-
really dark in this town at night. Can't see a thing.
It's not that bad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, y'all don't see in the dark much. Gotcha.
Not much.
Yeah.
Not something we're used to.
Yeah, Ireena, I'm afraid you and I are the only ones who can appreciate the colors of nighttime. Or lack thereof.
Black
We'll have-
Arrow.
Isn't
We'll
it
have
black
to go.
and white?
We'll have to go. Have to go stargazing sometime, the two of us.
That would be nice. Thank you.
I'll turn to Luna and wink.
I make one reference, and it's gonna stick with me for the rest of the game.
That's canon.
Lee gets a little bit flustered at that.
I think they'd be cute.
I like it.
Lee's gonna get up from the table and walk over to the bartender and ask where in the town they would find the burgomaster's mansion.
Yes. So, heading out, you guys tend to try to find anybody in the streets, but the streets seem pretty bare at this hour. Luckily for you, as you start wandering just outside of the thing, you do see directly to the south, to the road to the south, you see a large, very large house.
All right, that is, yeah. All right, good to know. Lee will go back in, having gotten some fresh air and cooled down a bit, and
These
just
people
calm
don't
down.
do much in this town. Like, they go to bed early, they sleep in, like, collect rotten tomatoes.
It's kind
Mira.
of
Who's
depressing a little
collecting
bit.
rotten food?
Yeah, it's a sad place.
Well, I mean, you heard what Eastmark said. This isn't exactly a place with hope. They're afraid.
Too bad.
With good reason. Vampires are definitely something to fear, and
Well, they could still
Keep in the
clean up
forefront of your
after
mind.
themselves and throw out their bad.
Yeah, they can keep those tomatoes for vampires. Throw them, you know?
Thought they
Defend
were
themselves.
Pure steam, that's garlic.
not tomato.
Oh.
it's
Not
garlic.
tomatoes? I thought it was
Not tomatoes, I'm afraid. It's garlic.
Are you sure they smell pretty bad?
That
Maybe it was
egg.
onions.
Oof.
Oh yeah, that's Luna.
I go over and hug 4.
Don't.
Now you smell like me.
Thanks.
Well, once everyone has had their breakfast and everything, I know which way we can head. I think I've figured out which is the Burgomaster's mansion. You know, it's the biggest house in town that's actually still standing now.
I don't know why I picture like a Burger King or something.
I had it in the same. I had.
Yeah.
I have other things in my head. And now I want it to be Christmas.
Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Yes.
Okay, shall we? Shall we go visit Ismark?
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
If everyone else is ready, yeah.
I don't see why
Jamark.
not.
Okay. So, a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. A shuddering squeal, clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press up with malice against the houses. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path about the domain. Heavy claw marks have stripped the once beautiful finishing of the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assaulted the mansion. Not a pane nor shattered glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each marked with the signs of evil omen.
This is very welcoming.
Cheery place.
I think it's pretty.
Are you sure this was the address given?
I mean,
Well,
Less terrifying or ominous?
we won't know until we knock. And I'll go
I
over
go
and
open-
knock on
yeah.
the door.
I'll go here.
As you guys approach, the manor, you see a very heavily barricaded door. You grab the knocker. I mean, you guys probably have to work together to get it.
it's or Lee grabs it for them.
Boost me!
Okay.
So the halflings, I'm gonna go like they boost each other up. After a few minutes, you hear a young girl's voice. Yes, hello. What are you?
Hi! We're
Hi.
here to see Ismark.
Ismark is not here at the moment. You must come back.
We have an appointment.
I push my way through.
She has not opened the door.
Door's not open.
I will push my way through.
Okay.
You guys can make a strength check.
Well, I was gonna go super freaking low.
Before you try to break down the bloody door,
We're going for it.
where would we find Eastmark right now?
4.
Ree!
You guys start bashing at the door. All of a sudden you hear, "No, go away! You're not welcome here. I will not have his minions trying to break down my door."
No.
His
Minions.
minions?
See Mark.
At this point, she's not talking anymore to you guys.
What's her name?
Oh, god damn it.
I'm gonna knock on the door and say, "Excuse me,
Ireena?
what do you mean about minions?"
We are assaulted all the time. We are not dealing with you and You cannot enter our abode.
Ireena? Is that you?
Who are you?
My
Milady,
name's Mira.
I must ask you to leave.
We're just gonna wait here until Ismark gets back to make sure no minions come, okay?
He told us to meet us here.
We met him in the tavern last night. He told us you were in danger, and he asked for our help. If he is not here, we will leave and come back. Where might we find him at this time?
I have no idea. He left early this morning.
And he didn't say anything?
I was sleeping.
Rather unprofessional.
My brother does things so unexpected sometimes, but he is a smart man, despite what everyone says.
People talk bad about him?
Seems like a
That's
friendly
sad.
fellow.
Yeah.
I do not know who you are, but I will defend myself.
I
we
am
don't-
Luna.
We're not here to
I
hurt
am-
you.
We don't intend to make you defend yourself.
All right. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage because of the busting of the door, or the
Okay.
Who's doing this, Luna?
anybody.
Lou's
mean-
already rolling.
Yeah.
Rick.
Persuasion?
Yes, at disadvantage.
About it.
Okay. 15.
Damn.
You see a striking young woman with auburn hair. She's wearing a red dress. Kind of looks out at you.
Hi.
You hear a clicking sound in the door.
Milady, if I might, we were specifically contracted by Ismark at this point to assist with the Devil Strahd.
How do I know you're not working for Strahd?
You can check any of our necks. None of us have been bit.
That has nothing to do with it.
We wouldn't have
As she
known.
goes over and she pulls out, and you see a bite mark on her neck.
We were told she'd been bitten multiple times. I guess, might this be a persuasion check? Look, I would never serve a vampire. I would never serve as vile and heinous a creature as Strahd.
That this
You
is
see,
this is something.
As she opens the door, in her right hand, she's holding a metallic item you've never seen before. It looks like a bent piece of metal, but it has different kind of eccentric pieces to it. You're not 100% sure what it is. It has a little bit of, and part of the part that she's holding is wooden.
Are you, does it hurt? Because we have a healer with us.
Hi.
Fine.
You're fine?
Come in, but any wrong move, and she pulls over, she pulls this metal thing up and points it. I'm not afraid to defend myself.
What is
We don't
that?
intend to harm you.
What was that?
We do not intend to harm you. Or, oh, sorry. with Ashton.
No, that's fine. I just
That was
want to
Ashton.
know what that was. She's pointing at us. It's a weird thing.
This is my weapon. It will do the job. Don't worry. If you don't do anything, I won't have to
worried.
shoot you.
Shoot me. Oh boy. Okay. We mean you no harm.
And she kind of backs up, lets you in. The interior of the mansion is well furnished. Get the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The Burgermeister, damn it, the Burgomeister is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and the faint odor of decay.
Wait, their dad's there?
Oh, gods.
Yeah, they haven't been
Milady,
able to bury him yet.
how long has he been there?
Ismark actually told you guys that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, was it?
I wrote that he was dead.
1 week ago? No.
Let me see.
I don't think I wrote that down.
I must have missed that.
Well, it's been a while. Too long.
He died 3 days ago.
I'm sorry, you must be in mourning, but why is he still here? I mean, I know this town has a graveyard.
No one has been willing to help us get him over there.
Oh, that's terrible.
You'd think a man so respected would have people leaping at the opportunity.
Why? Why won't they help?
Because of me.
At this point, if it would help ease things, we could help you get him there.
I will certainly help take
We'd
him
be
to his
happy to
final
help.
rest.
I appreciate it. And with that, you hear a banging at the door. Ireena, it's me! It is Mark! Open up!
Mark is here.
At that, she'll run over to the door, open the door. He walks in. There you are!
Good.
My apologies for being late. I had to go deal with an issue in town in place of my father.
No problem.
It is all right. We made it here. We were just
Ireena, these are the folks I met the other day.
It was literally last night, but okay.
It was another day.
He's a busy man, okay? You can't keep track of how many days
He has
it's
a lot
been.
of sudden responsibilities thrust upon him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming. Can I get you anything? We don't have much. The whole
No,
town.
No, it's okay. We just ate breakfast. We're
I'm
good.
actually...
Thank you,
I'm glad
sir.
they had food for you. Food is quite scarce now.
Oh.
Oh,
He kind of starts looking around. Ireena, tea maybe for our fine. Yes. In the other room, we will sit and talk. Usher you in there as she heads off.
We were actually just talking to Ireena about maybe helping you with some sort of service for your father.
We
I
would
would
be more.
I would appreciate that so much. We have not
We
been
would
able to get anyone to help. But
We would be more than happy to help bring him to his final rest.
yes. It's a little bit of a walk with the coffin. We have a cart, but we have no horse, so we'll have to.
We have a Bjornstein.
Or
That
we
would
also have a horse.
Oh yeah.
Of course. This is. Oh, thank you. You are sent from the divines.
Well,
Some of
Well, the
us.
two little ones certainly are.
yay!
Thank you. The Morning Lord sends you. Thank you. And then he'll start heading off to that room, off to the side.
Okay.
It's the opposite of the room with
stinky
the
room.
dead father.
Fair enough.
To be fair, I keep an eye on Ireena until she leaves.
Okay. Yeah, she after talking to Ismark, you definitely see more of a relaxation with her.
Okay.
And she heads off to the kitchen.
Alrighty then.
If you
Alright,
follow
we
her
will-
more, she is just boiling water and
No, I would have just been until she's gone, and then I head with everybody else.
So, entering the room, there are 2 couches and a chair. He plops himself down in the chair.
I guess I'll take a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of room.
You and your sister seem pretty close.
Yes, ever since we found Ireena, she's been a great friend to me, and the best sister anyone could ever ask for.
How long have you been together? Did you adopt her young, or?
We found her at a very young age. We found her when she was a child. She had no memory of how she got to Barovia, but
No, it's good. Having a sister's great.
I agree.
Yeah.
But this is why I've asked you here. I mean, you guys have offered very great help, but that is not what I need to ask from you. I need to get Ireena somewhere safe. My sister is not safe here, for the devil has become transfixed with her.
Mm-hmm.
He has bitten her twice now. And he kept coming to the house with his minions. In fact, it wasn't until up until the death of my father, we were hounded every night by wolves and monstrous people, zombies, if you would.
Does he do this to other people in town, or?
He's never done this before. He tends to
He's
terrorize
specifically
us.
targeted your place.
Yes. I have no idea why he has chosen Ireena, but he wishes for her, and Strahd gets what he desires.
Well, not
We're
this time.
No.
safe in Barovia.
Now, we are in the shadow of... I'm sorry, what was that?
No, continue. Oh, unless...
Oh. We are in the
Sorry.
shadow of Ravenloft, and in the shadow of Strahd.
I assume that Ravenloft is that vast castle we saw overhead.
Yes, I'm sorry. I forget that you are not accustomed to our land.
It is all right.
Ravenloft is where Strahd lives. He haunts. But there are other towns in Barovia here. We are just the village of Barovia.
Do you want us to take her to a further village?
Well, I hear tales that Vallaki is safe.
Valaki.
It's a well-defended town.
Well, once we are done helping your father to his final rest, I would be more than happy to guard Ireena and bring her with us to Vallaki, if it is as safe as you have heard.
What I hear is well-defended. To the north, well, northwest, by Lake Sarovich. I mean, there's also I'm forgetting now. There's also Krizik. It has the Abbey of Saint Markovich, but I believe Vallaki is the...
Whatever you believe is best for your sister, then we will deal with that.
We shall head to Vallaki first, then, I believe.
At this point, Ireena will come in with tea for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Tea.
Thank you.
It's a simple tea. There's no specialties to it. It's just plain tea, but it warms you.
We will take the cup gratefully and drink it.
Bit of comfort in this bleak land.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy.
It's always wonderful to have tea in a time like that.
I believe.
I agree. What are we talking about?
Planning services for your father.
Oh, thank you so much.
We
I worry.
we can't promise much, but We'll be willing to give what we can and speak the words that we know.
I can't rightly just leave him here.
I think it's sort of agreed amongst this group that there's nothing worse than a person left unspoken for.
She kind of gets a little bit of a tear to her eye. Thank you. I treated you with suspicion, and I am sorry.
No apologies necessary. From what we have heard, that suspicion was well earned. So,
Aye.
Home under siege can lead to paranoia. We can't fault you for being worried or cautious.
So you came all this way just to transfer my father?
well, that and one other thing. Your brother has asked us to bring you somewhere safe, away from Strahd's shadow, as it were. And at this point, Lee will probably take a knee in front of Ireena. Say, "My lady, I swear upon my life that I will defend you from this vile monster that has so taken you under his fancy."
She kind of like reaches out with a very normal gait to her arm. She grabs you by the shoulder, just kind of, without lifting or squeezing or pulling you up, she guides you to your feet again.
Mm.
Thank you, but that formality is not needed. Traveling with friends. That sounds good.
Agreed.
One would expect you think she was royalty.
Who?
Ismark be like, we understand that the road is not a safe place for Ireena. Having people watch over her. For a vampire cannot enter a home without permission. While she's on the road, she is vulnerable.
Hmm.
And that's why we respect what you are doing. We thank you for it.
We're happy to help.
Great.
No.
And I meant every word of my oath there.
Did Strahd ever come inside this house?
No, he came to my bedroom window. After that, it's all very fuzzy. I believe I traveled to the window. The bites happened in that in-between space. But I don't remember what was.
Mesmerism. That is one of the vampire's many vile powers.
I've heard there are creatures that have the ability to cloud one's mind. Maybe it's much the same.
With that, she kind of starts to look a little saddened by remembering as Mark brings his hand up and puts it on her shoulder. It's all right. It's going to be all right. Now, what do we owe you for this?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
For you to remember that Athena is with you. She has brought us to you, and we will help.
Who is Athena?
Oh, my goodness. You have not heard of the greatest goddess? She guides us.
Unfortunately, the gods abandoned us here.
I know she's weaker here, but we still sense her sometimes. And it's really in your bravery. I know you can win this fight.
Maybe they haven't abandoned you quite completely if they sent these two little ones.
That's what I hope. Well, I will not leave until after my buried.
That is understandable. That is our first order of business then.
I'd like to do it today, before the sunset.
We can do
Agreed.
that.
We can do that. All right, Fjorston, if
Yeah,
you wish to
I'm
fetch
I'm
your horse.
gonna go get Penelope.
So, Penelope has had an interesting journey. We kind of forgot about her.
Yeah, no.
Penelope
Yeah,
waited
yeah,
outside of
kinda.
the death house and was unaffected, luckily, by anything going on outside. After which, you took Penelope to the stables at the inn, which would have costed you an extra 2 silver.
That's fine. Not 2 silver.
And Penelope is eating currently in the stables of the inn. Unless
Okay.
you specifically felt like you brought her.
I could imagine I'd had food for her, but if she's eating, then
The 2 silver is part of feeding her.
okay.
So at this point, Fjorston's able to run off, grab Penelope, and come back. During that time, the rest of you help, other than Rinneray, for obvious reasons. Help Ismark and Ireena, who are very much involved in this process. They refuse to let you do everything.
Mhm.
They help you transport the coffin. They have actually built, you come to find, to the cart that's around the side of the house. And then you're able to get the cart out, and as you see Fjorston heading back with Penelope, getting Penelope into the reins kind of thing there. Penelope is not a draft horse. She's not used to this. I'm going to need you to make an animal handling check, Fjorston, to get Penelope to do this. With advantage, you have she's your horse.
Well, thank God for that advantage. Oh boy. That's gonna be a nat 20 with a 23.
Without any problem. Penelope is now trained to use cards.
Yes.
You're like, it's just like carrying a person, only they're behind you.
Yeah, the
So
first
you
one I rolled was a 2.
Ooh.
Yes.
So you can roll badly.
Oh, I do all the time. Just not in my strength checks, apparently.
From this point, you guys head up the main path of town, back in front of the tavern, and then at this point you head up towards where you saw the parade coming from. You approach a small church. So, atop the slight rise, against the roots of a pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft, stands the gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering lights shine through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly at their load. As you approach, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered in scratch marks and scarred by fire.
Oh.
Oh.
Jeez.
At this point, Ireena and Ismark would walk forward, and Ismark would open the doors. Please, follow me. You must speak to Donovich. He lives here. He is the priest.
Someone lives in a place so besieged?
You saw my house, right? Welcome. Welcome, my friends, and I do not say this lightly or with any happiness for you. Welcome to Barovia.
Let's go meet this Donovich.
As
Right.
entering in, the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to the brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You see the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice within reciting prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises from beneath the wooden floor.
Oh my gosh.
What?
And you answer, "Good morning, Lord. Yes. Please protect us." You see a man up at the front.
You all heard that, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
loud and clear.
The chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks, and the candelabras light every dusty corner in fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church is a clod-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up to the vessel. After the screen, you do Ismark and Ireena they recoil at it, but they're not
Surprised?
affected as much as you guys are. They're surprised. It's just not.
Okay.
Is something they've heard before?
Potentially.
Maybe they're just used to horrible inhuman screams because they live in Barovia.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a fair assumption,
Could
but
be it, but we should really question somebody about that scream.
in a church,
In a church.
a holy place, ostensibly.
I agree.
Well,
It's.
Do I recognize, like, does this church support any specific religious belief?
Yes, it's a temple to Athena.
Are you lying?
Oh, definitely. This is a temple to the Morning Lord.
Oh, Lavender.
You guys had heard them talk about it earlier. But yes.
I will approach the priest.
Dear Father, please help him. You kind of just hear him muttering little things, asking for help.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry. I hate to bother you while
Oh.
you're
No problem, child.
in an important state. But we actually came here for a service. We're hoping you can help.
we have the Burgomeister.
Ismark will speak with us. Yes, our father. Thank you. Donovich will be like, you wish him to be laid to rest. This I can do. Quickly, follow me. And he starts heading outside the church at a rapid pace.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but you got something going on in your basement.
Yes, we have a rat in.
Oh.
Rat.
Let us tend to the Burgomeister.
Okay.
Yes, that's
I'm gonna talk to you
problem at a
about
time,
your
then.
rat problem afterwards.
is no.
With that, you hear another "Father!" from down below, and Donovich heads outside.
How big are these rats?
He
He's
has
gonna
left.
put a hand on Fjorstein's. Hang on, we have a duty to perform. I am concerned about this rat problem as well.
Okay.
One problem at a time.
All right.
Really?
Let's get this done.
Agreed.
Okay. He'll come out and he'll be like, "Well, I'm very sorry. I'm in my advanced age. It is sometimes hard for me to do well." And he'll kind of like point over towards
Lee has already grabbed a shovel.
So with that, he has you guys help bury the body. And then Donovich presses his hand to a small symbol around his neck. He offers prayers to the Morning Lord in exchange for Kolyan Indiravich's deliverance from Barovia. He continues and prays over it. As the ceremony finally comes to a complete, turns around and says, "Thank you for your help. Being able to give rest to the dead is very important.
Agreed.
Agreed.
One not returned to the earth is certainly a curse upon us all.
Yes. But we have many pressing issues. The first is that she should not be close to the castle. He points over at Ireena.
Agreed. We are planning to take her far from here to a safer place.
Yes.
I think there may be something more pressing.
I don't think there's anything more pressing than that. She
Well,
must make it
yes.
to either the Abbey of St. Markovich or the town of Alaki.
Well,
Elected for Halaki.
yeah. We are going to go to Vallaki first. And should that place prove unfavorable, we shall go to the Abbey.
The Abbey would be able to protect her.
Yeah. Rest
But,
assured, I will do everything in my power to keep her safe. But what
Father,
was that scream?
I believe she was very sad by her father's passing. I didn't hear her scream, but her sobbing was quite loud.
you've done us quite a service here, Father, for both our own sake and for the Burgomeister. Certainly you can
course.
allow us to help out you as well.
Well, yes, I would appreciate that. Helping Ireena is my thing that's weird on my mind for the last week or so.
Look,
If anyone got a
I'm not one.
persuasion-
I'm not one to pry too often, good sir. But
not
there's
what
no
I
need to
thought.
lie to us. We are friends, correct? And I cast friends.
Ooh,
Not free. Oh, I feel like that's
Oh
like
god.
please.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, friends is just advantage on persuasion check.
Embrace your
Yes.
dog.
Things are in motion.
yeah, you have advantage on charisma checks directed toward the one creature for the next minute.
He's gonna know.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
entirely going to know, but you all know what I'm about.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
For the next,
So-
when a minute is up, he will be aware.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you can make a persuasion check to get him to tell you.
Just good sir, there's no reason to lie to us. We are most definitely here to help you. And let's see what I get here with advantage.
Come on,
oh, I
little
am
soul.
so glad I got advantage on that because one of those was a 1. But
Anyone
the-
else here?
But
Come
the
on,
other
little
one
silver
with
tongue
my
devil.
persuasion is a 23.
Oh
What?
damn.
Damn.
Okay.
My persuasion is +4.
I know. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
All right.
Literal silver tongue devil.
I trust you. It is my son. He's not feeling well at the time. Not quite himself right now. I'm keeping him down there and for his own protection and the protection of others.
What exactly happened, if I might ask?
He went off following silly adventurers and then came back sick.
Well, if he's sick, we have 2 very wonderful healers with us right now.
My son's sickness can only be cured through prayer.
Well,
Can we make a pray the gay away joke?
I certainly still believe that these 2 young ladies here might have exactly what your son needs. If you wouldn't mind, we would love to help.
If I may, Father. He followed silly adventurers. Were these adventurers perchance going after Strahd?
Yes, and you can see them every night as they make their foolish march from right here to Castle Ravenloft.
But your son came back.
Your son is alive. Let us see if we can help him.
My son came back. I did not say he's alive. And at this point,
I
his
literally
face,
just got shivers down my spine.
his face rose angry. What is this sorcery? What did he points at you, Renere? You affect my mind. I'll have none of this.
Good sir, we are simply trying to help.
I ask for no help.
Your son went to Castle Ravenloft with adventurers. He's... You say only prayer can help him now. If he is a vampire spawn, there is no cure. I know of no god that has ever cured a vampire.
Faith is not with you, apparently.
No,
Faith has not abandoned me.
To be fair, judge me, not the rest of this crew. I made my decision alone.
Do you know what I see in front of me?
You see a single devil amongst a flock of good people.
and
I
one
see
not so good.
foolish adventurers.
You know what? Faith is with me too. And my sister. And my sister is the best healer we have. So maybe you should stop being so rude and let her take a look at your brother. I mean your son. Sorry, son.
Your brother's son.
Brother's son.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Guys, I'm not good at this.
You should be. You're a paladin.
You should be very good at this as a paladin.
13.
Just one quick, simple look.
If you hurt my son, then he'll turn around and walk back to the church.
I can promise today no innocents will be harmed.
If it makes you feel more comfortable, I can leave and the rest can do their job.
He keeps walking.
No, Ireena, don't leave.
Ireena will just turn to you and be like, actually, I should say this. By this point, you've noticed Ireena has changed. She's wearing red still, but it's much more of like a red longer shirt with brown trousers and a breastplate that's shiny.
Oh,
She a warrior now.
And she has a brown belt that has it's got like a large pouch to the side that she keeps this metal implement on. What is going on here?
We're going to see if we can help his son.
Okay. But, please, be careful. We need him here.
Despite what it may seem, we're a rather careful bunch.
Just, do you need help? I can help. I'm good in a pinch.
You should stay safe.
No, I think we should... She has experience in some matters, so I'd say we should bring her.
I mean, our job is to make sure she's safe. Why would we bring her in to...
We can only work on keeping ourselves safe right now.
I will say that
so
Lee
you
is
should stay
going.
here and stay safe yourself.
Lee is going to wherever that scream came from, but she also does not want to leave Ireena.
I say we should take her
Please.
with us. She looks like she can
If we
defend
take her-
herself.
I'm sworn to defend you.
Okay, at this
But
point,
I need to see.
at this point, I'll keep her next to me, and we'll go as a group.
Agreed.
If anything should be happening, I'll get her the hell out of there.
Ismark
Okay.
will pull out his sword and be like, I'll protect out here.
All right.
Stay safe, Ismark.
Lee is going
You too.
to put
Take care
her
of
on
my
her
sister in
shoulder.
there.
We will.
We will protect your sister, but
On my life, good sir.
keep an eye on him. He may
Act rashly.
pat
Keep
on
on
the
keeping on, Ismark.
Keep on keeping on. Best of luck.
Keep on keeping on.
Oh man! Shit.
All right, so you guys approach the church. Same thing I described before. There's a hallway with 4 doors off the sides, and then you can see into the altar again, where Donovich has taken up his same spot and has begun praying again loudly, praying to the Morning Lord for his protection for his son. You hear the name Doru. Protect Doru. Protect him.
Doru. Bingo.
Heal him in whatever way you can. A few colorful words about a red-skinned devil. Permeate the prayer. What would you like to do? 4 doors. There are 4 doors to the side. 2 on each side.
I mean, I guess it came from below. It came from like the floor.
Yes.
So I guess.
We don't know which doors go down, right? We just gotta check them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
just check them.
Open a door, look for stairs, I guess.
Which
First
door would
on
you
the
like to open?
left.
First on the
Yeah,
left?
first one on the left.
Okay. So. This sturdy, lightless room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed is a wooden holy symbol.
Is that it?
That's it.
Could I check the holy symbol?
It is the symbol of the Morning Lord.
Oh, okay.
Can I check the room to see if there's anything like a hidden passage?
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Cool. So 7.
You don't find any way down in this room at all.
It's okay. Maybe it's in the next one.
Maybe.
I doubt there's many paths to a basement from someone's bedroom anyway.
No, not likely.
Unless it's a hidden basement.
Could I hold on to the symbol? Just.
It's like large.
It's like, oh, it's a large symbol? Oh,
It's-
okay.
it's-
One of those
yeah.
wall-mounted,
One of those,
Yeah,
like,
it's wall mounted.
Wall mounted
Leave
symbols? All right.
It didn't help them anyway.
you know, like those big crosses you see in churches.
I don't go to many
It'd be the
churches.
same thing as like if somebody would put a shield up. Like it's around that size.
All right, well then I just wanted to look at them. I
If
thought,
you
I
wanted
thought it was tiny.
something to protect yourself, I can make
Nice.
something from Athena.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, well, the door's always open. She'd really love you.
Oh, I bet she would.
She would. That's very true.
Mhm.
Alright. Well, Lee's gonna lead the way to the next
door.
room, I guess. Next door on the left.
Extra left. Okay.
Look for stairs.
The sturdy room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden-shaped sun. It's the same holy symbol.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
All right. Not this room. Guess the next one. I guess on the right, across the way.
So the second one on the right.
Second one on the right.
An old desk and chair stands in the south against the south wall, and a wooden holy symbol mounted above them. A 10-foot-long iron rod attaches to the north wall and stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Can I check the desk for anything?
The desk contains a few sheets of blank parchment along with a couple quill pens and dried up jars of ink.
Looks like he's not doing much work in here lately.
And there's
Yeah.
like on the far wall there was supposed to be a tapestry there.
Yes.
Well, there's only one door left.
We'll check the last room, I guess. Last door.
My apologies, guys. All right.
Good.
Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles among a pile of mud. In one corner, set into the floor, there's a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and padlock. A young man's screams of anguish can be heard through the door. You hear things like, "I'm hungry! Father!"
Fjordstein? Can you open trapdoors?
I mean,
I could, but why don't we just go ask Donovich for the key?
I'm not sure he'll be so forthcoming. Let me try
He's
something.
letting us walk around his church.
Alright, well, fine. If you wish to go ask Donovich for the key, feel free. I shall wait here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Donovich see if I can get the key, see if he has the key. And I want to ask him about the tapestry being missing.
So you come out there, he's praying. Do you want?
We need a key to the cellar. I was wondering
Do not have the key.
We do not have the key.
Lost the key many months ago.
Your son has been down there many months then.
Yes.
Without food.
He does not require food, and the food that he wants, I will not provide for him.
Spooky. Okay. Other question. That room over there. There's a tapestry missing.
Yes.
Is that, any reason for that?
It was a cold winter.
So you needed it to light a fire?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's pained me greatly to give up some histories of the Morning Lord. You see deep anguish in his face, almost he's ashamed that he burnt it.
Okay. Tapestry was important. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else I want to ask him. Anything? I guess. I don't know. Okay. Well, thank you for humoring me. And could I go check there was a nightstand off in one of the rooms with a light on it?
Yes.
Could I go look at that?
Of course. So heading back to his room. You find an oil lamp burning on it. It's a simple table. There's no drawers or anything.
Oh, okay.
She's taking too long. Maybe we should just try to break doors ourselves once.
This is hard, but I do hope you realize what has probably become of this priest's son.
I'm not really as knowledged in this area as you, but...
You heard him screaming.
He sounds like he's in pain. And I do not fear him.
I mean, that is good. Be brave, but... And I would...
He's friends with the devil.
Yeah. I want to keep the benefit of the doubt, but there is a very strong possibility that this poor wretch in this room below us has become a vampire spawn. an undead creature sworn to serve the vampire that turned them. Again, I really, really do hope he is simply sick, but
What do
to
we
be
do
chained, I don't know.
if he is undead?
In all my experience, there is no cure for vampirism. There is no cure. The best thing we can do for this poor creature is put it out of its misery. Because at this point, it has been starving. It is
That's not
likely ravenous and
Half
so
mad.
starved that it is crazed. But
We're gonna have a fight on our hands if we go down there. Is the short version.
potentially.
And if it's a fight,
Can I roll what would it be? History or survival or what to just recall as much information as I can about vampires and vampire spawn.
History with advantage. Due to your
History.
backstory.
Okay. Hey, that's one. Sorry. And well, that one was better than the other one. Okay, that's a 17 on the die. History. So that's 19.
19. You know, pretty much what you've said. You know that they have regenerative abilities. You know that it's hard to hurt them due to their. What are you looking for here? Like,
Mostly anything else. Just mostly confirming what I do know off the top of my head. What like any weaknesses they may have. Obviously, I guess
So-
silver.
you know that yes, silver. Silver actually doesn't affect them. Silver doesn't help you much with the vampire. At least the vampire swamp. You know that they can't enter without invitation. That running water burns them like acid. A stake to the heart. But the thing about that is you can't just stake them in the heart. They have to be within their resting place. Sunlight, obviously. Outside of that, you do know from your own personal experience, you know that it's sometimes hard to tell when someone is and isn't a vampire from first glance.
Yeah.
Other than that, you did point a lot of points out about what a vampire is.
So when we go down there, we hold our blades a moment, ensure it's not simply a poor, sick young man.
Could I? So, hang on. I haven't met back with the group yet. He lied to me before. Or he lied to the whole group about rats being in the basement. So I'm going to go back up to him, and I'm going to ask him for the key again. But can I, like, insight check him or something?
Yeah, go for it. As you walk up, he goes, I lost the key.
You lost the key. I'm finding that kind of hard to believe that you would just lose a key to your son. And... Oh, the gay dice coming through.
Yeah, I thought they'd be coming out.
I hate both of you.
19.
Crap.
Again, you do see a hint of embarrassment and a shame come through his face as he says that he's lost the key. You get the idea that he has not opened it for a while, and through his prayers, and he does not know where the key is.
He doesn't know where the key is. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. And,
Of course.
I'm gonna go walk back to the group. And I'm going to relay the information that the son's been down there for months, locked up, and he does not have the key.
Okay, then we've definitely got a fight on our hands if we go down there. We
Yeah,
have to be
because
ready for
sounds like he has
anything.
not been eating. Sounds like he's not human.
A normal human would have died by this point without food or water.
Hmm. Is everyone
Okay.
prepared with that?
I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be.
Boom! A large boom echoes in the room. Cacophony almost
Oh.
deafens your ears.
Whoa.
And you see
Ah!
Ireena holding her metal instrument out,
All
and
right.
the lock has exploded off.
Oh, well, that works. I was going to use my thieves'
lady.
tools, but okay.
Okay. You could have let us. Nope. Warned us first.
Yeah, we're trying to have more communication between us.
Yeah. See,
Right.
communication.
Okay.
It's really
He
key
said-
to a good relationship, so we're trying to build that.
He said that there was no key to the lock.
Yeah.
He did, but we also definitely alerted whatever that thing is under there that we're coming in.
Are there
But-
stairs?
I
At the
imagine
same-
the lifting of the door would do the same.
Pretty
This
good.
Door
is
is still
true.
closed.
So, all right. Lee
You do
is...
see, as she has it out, you see a smoke coming off of the barrel of
The
this
empty
gun.
tube.
She,
Oh, it's a
she's got a
gun!
flintlock pistol.
That's a pretty interesting weapon you have there.
Actually, it has a spinning chamber.
Oh my... What? That's nuts.
Yes!
Yes! I'm just going to look at that. Like,
Ugh.
Can I ask her to see that?
I
'Cause
really need
Fiora
to get
seemed
one of
kinda
them.
She's got like a thing for weapons. She's interested in.
Well, I would like to
Correct.
find
right,
out.
while that is happening, Lee is opening the trap door. So
Okay.
Be ready
Give it
for
right
everything,
back.
everyone.
So as you've go to open the door, you need to pull the chains off pretty easily
Yeah.
now that the lock is gone. But you go to pull up, and you feel like a tightness. The wood has expanded and grabbed moisture and sealed itself more or less to this door.
This is not boding any better. What?
You want to
I
make
guess-
a strength check?
Yep. Hey, that's okay. That's a 10 on the die. What, athletics or just base strength?
Strength.
Strength, okay. So that's a 12.
Perfect. Exactly what you needed.
Oh.
You kind of, for a second there, you're not getting much. You look up. As it comes, it kind of gives a bit of a pop and comes up.
I would like to.
Down there,
kinda-
you see it's pure pitch black.
Hey, Sankla?
Hmm?
I think now would be a good time to light up your sword.
Looking down, Sankla, you can see clearly in. You see, actually, Lee, you would notice too with your
Yeah.
dark vision. You can see the staircase leading down.
Doru, we're
Remember-
coming down now.
As you guys had, during this entire time, you heard like "Father!" And screams. As you open the door, they stop.
Oh, I don't like that.
Sakla will draw his blade and it'll begin to glow with light.
Hmm.
Shines it over the hole.
With that,
Right,
you all can see the
Lee.
stairs leading down.
Lee will lead the way.
Not to seem a coward, but with the light, I'll bring up the back since Lee is leading.
Also,
I will go second.
and
Come on,
before
move on.
Lee goes down, guard the exit.
So
Understood.
entering, you all head down. The church's undercroft has been rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above seeps barely through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse the shape of a gaunt figure in the far corner. I'm going to need marching order for you guys, and you need to include Ireena.
Okay.
I know we have
Lee at the front,
Lee in the front.
followed
Me.
by
Mira.
Mhm.
And what, Luna,
I'll
you want to
go-
be next?
Yeah, I go after Mira.
I imagine Rena Ray and Ireena are bringing up the rear. Actually, sorry, Sankla's way in the back, guarding
So
the
they'd
exit.
probably
Okay,
just
so
be
we have
right.
Luna, Feuerstein.
Yeah. And then Riri and Ireena.
I'd probably have both Songkla and Ireena in front of me.
All right.
I'd bring up the very, very back.
I'd be in front of Ireena then.
Okay. All right. So. What do? You see the gaunt form hovering in the corner.
Dora? Does he react to his name?
I can smell your blood.
Mm.
I can smell the blood.
So, you've been taken by one who drinks blood, then?
Kind of just ignores you. Stays in the corner.
Doru, do you know where you are?
Of course, I know where I am. I'm in a place where the vine has abandoned. And I'm starving.
How long have you been down here?
Oh, my stupid father left me here about a year ago. Without nothing, now I smell the sweet taste. Blood.
What happened? Oh, what were you gonna say?
Nope,
No,
you
like-
first.
What?
No,
Okay.
this is good.
Your father said you went on an adventuring party. That you were the only one to come back. How'd that happen? What happened to you?
You guys still entering at this point? Where are you guys located?
Figured we would walk up to it at this point.
We're just kind of walking.
Imagine.
I would like to hold my action that if he sprints towards any of my friends with violent intentions, I will hit
Clarify
him
who
with
your
So-
my
friends
dick.
are.
As you guys head towards him, he all of a sudden skitters and climbs up the wall.
Oh god.
All right.
As you guys come up, he retreats up the wall.
Oh.
Stay away from
That's
me.
neat.
Now, we don't have intentions to hurt you. We can. Looking at Lee.
You hear a ch behind you.
Easy now, girl. We don't need to be doing nothing hasty.
Look, your health is important to us, and we're hoping to maybe take a look to see how you're doing.
You're gonna try to heal me. Who's gonna heal me?
The two little ones there are touched by the divine. They may be able to help.
Divine? Not the stupid morning lord like my father believed.
No.
Abandoned
No.
this place long ago.
No, we come with new hope.
He'll kind of like skitter down the wall a bit and like kind of like, who's the healer?
Me?
I will take a step forward. And I will start walking towards him.
I mean, lay on hands is a thing.
He'll kind of like sit there and he's got his hands up. You can see his like long fingernails. He kind of puts them down as you approach. Seems reserved, but he's letting you approach.
As I get closer, can I please look at his expression? Does he look like...
He looks terrified.
Okay. I would like to put a hand onto his shoulder. And I will use 5.
You'll use initiative.
Alright.
All of us or just Mira?
He goes first.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk over and reach him, he, with like lightning green, brings his arms around you, turns you around, and digs his claws deep within you. And with a 19, that's a 25, he's gonna down on your neck.
Oh no! Please help me! Oh God!
So you take
Jeepers.
6 piercing damage
Ouch.
and 8 necrotic damage. And your hit points are reduced by
Maximum.
8. Your maximum hit points are reduced by the 8.
Sweet. Fucking sweet.
Oh.
All right. Obviously, everyone roll initiative.
Everyone's gonna need to roll initiative here. You're good, Mira.
I rolled mine already. The second you said you're gonna need to move with initiative,
Yep.
and I'm keeping my roll.
Mhm.
All right. Let's set this up. Ooh, I got to roll for what's her face.
I'm unfortunately not going to be able to help the beginning of this.
It's alright.
Neither will I. Don't worry. I'm a lost cause now, guys.
-8 hit points, though.
Okay.
Vampires.
It hurt.
Okay. Has anybody got a natural 20?
I wish.
Lee?
The vampire hunter got a
Okay.
natural 20.
Got Van Helsing up in this bitch.
All right. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
Okay, solid. Okay. 15 to 10.
10. I got 10 here.
Kirstein just can't bring up any enthusiasm if their opponent isn't a door.
Nope. Apparently, I rolled a 4.
10 to
Hey, that's
His
better
name
than
is
me.
Doru.
6. Yeah. It seems like I roll well in combat and then out of combat.
And then 5 to 1.
I mean, I got a nat 1
Did
to
I-
a 3.
Did I miss
Four?
Luna on this?
Luna,
I had
what did
22.
you roll? Oh,
22? You should have said that earlier.
I did, maybe, but I've been having connection issues.
No worries.
Oh.
Okay. I'm missing somebody. Lee, Luna, Ireena, Sankla, Mireille, Doru, Fjord.
Mira. Dead
Mira.
glass.
Okay. Cool. All right. So that puts Lee up first.
Okay. Lee is going to point at the critter, hunters mark him, and then charge forward to.
Do you have arrows? You can fire arrows.
Yeah, we remember what happened last time I shot an arrow when you were grappled by something. But you know what? Fair enough. I'm going to try to shoot the heavy crossbow at the thing's head.
Of
That
course.
sounds
Now, I will
worse.
say this for remedy's sake. Andrew, what is partial cover?
partial cover, I believe, is a +2 to the creature's AC.
Just 2 or +5?
+2, I think. I think
It's
half
3/4
cover
cover
is
is
5,
+5.
or I think 3/4 cover is +5.
Yeah, 3/4 is +5.
Okay, so yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me just check everything. And he's technically already done something
Yeah,
in
half cover
combat
is
because
2.
he
too.
attacked.
He has attacked in combat.
So, okay.
I would say he attacked.
Yeah, I would say so too. I'm just Yeah. All right. Please, 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 please. Okay. Heavy crossbow, 14 on the die plus 8.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Plus
I should think
8.
so. Yeah. Range plus ridiculous
archery is
dex.
great.
Archery's
Yes.
so good.
I was like, plus 8. What is that?
2 from proficiency, 2 from the archery fighting style.
Damn, that's
4 from
ridiculous.
stats.
Yep. So, okay, 1 die 10. All right, so that's a 7 on the die. Plus a die 6 for the hunter's mark. So that's a 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Plus 4, that is 16. Plus 2, because he's a freaking undead. So what, 18 damage?
With a single crossbow bolt.
With a single crossbow bolt.
So as you do it, you see you shoot the arrow and or the bolt, I should say. It fires true and ricochets right off his shoulder. It enters at an angle where it should go in, but somehow it chink up, and he has a large scratch, but it's not what you would think for damage. It should have hurt him more from what you think. Luna.
Cursed vampires.
Well, I'm gonna get your dirty, unclean hands off my freaking sister! And then I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
So as Luna brings herself up and quickly throws up her hand in the air, a large lilac branch appears above this creature. Go ahead. What was that?
It's plus my spell. Okay, so I rolled a 18.
Hits.
Yeah.
D8 plus your wisdom modifier for damage.
9.
Nice.
9 force damage. Nice. You still have an action.
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt
Yeah.
at it.
Is that an attack? Please don't roll a nat 1.
That is a ranged attack spell.
Range attack.
Oh,
So
shit.
it has plus
Nat
2 to
20.
Yeah! Whoa! Yeah!
Roll damage.
double damage.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Double
So that's
damage?
8d6.
86.
I'm just going to throw this out to
Alright.
our audience right now that we all bought loaded dice before this campaign started.
www.loadeddice.ca for all your cheating needs.
I'll go check that out, guys. Thank you.
Actually, well, no, because our fighters are now sitting in last place trying to wait for initiative. So, I would like to return my loaded dice.
One of them is waiting helplessly.
Yeah. Please buy the ones with extra ones on them, Brian. We'd appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, seriously. Alright.
I don't know why this D6 with all the 6 on it just rolls so well.
It's just like my 20 with all the 20s on it.
Personally, I'm really happy with my D8 that has 9s on it.
Also, why are you guys even helping? Mira's got this. She wants to fight all by herself.
Yeah.
Okay, it was 27.
27 radiant damage.
Oh, God.
Fuck him.
The
Don't
vampire
get
disintegrates.
Jesus.
All right. Sorry, that's
Oh.
okay. At this point, Ireena is going to pull out her. Put up. Oh, she already has it out. Gonna put up her gun.
Oh, God,
And she's
everyone
going-
has range stuff.
She's got advantage on this hit.
Yes, she does, and she's going to use it to try to disarm him.
Which is what? What's he
it-
using?
She's able to. She's burning a grit. She's gonna take a shot, and
Be the gunslinger.
Try to break the grapple?
yep. It's an 18. It's gonna hit. So she's gonna sit there and shoot him in the arm. And he's gonna have to roll. He's gonna have to roll strength against it. which he is going to make.
No broken grapple.
What? It's a D10.
You made an NPC a gunslinger, though. I'm so about this.
That's 8 damage to him. As it kind of goes in, not far. You can see the bullet and landing in his arm, but not really sinking much in. And that is Sankla's turn.
Alright, chasing after the shot that Ireena made, he'll dart forward, sword still glowing, and take a slash up at at Doru's arms.
Go for it.
Do some harm there. Well, that's an 18 on the die, so I'm going to assume that a 24 hits.
Oh, yeah.
Loadeddice.com.
And that'll be 10 slashing damage.
Okay, so you can bring up and give a good slash up. He kind of hits his back at you, but your slash seems to make good purchase on him. Rinneray.
Is he looking pretty injured?
He's looking okay right now. He's not looking great, but he's not on death's door. Wow.
I look bad.
Okay, trying to see the range on this. Because I'm considering going a little extreme here.
Do it.
Anything you can
if it's
nat
what
one
I
on,
think it
please
is-
be risky.
Remember, he's got someone grappled.
Which is why I was going to place it behind him. Okay, when grappled, would they occupy the same space? Damn, okay, I can't do that.
That was going to be one hell of a nature roll.
Okay, what do I want to do in the meantime? Because I can't do that. I'm gonna not do that.
Appreciated.
Yeah, let's just, I'll break away from the group, go around the back of them, cast Shillelagh, and then just hit him in the back.
Make your attack roll.
Let's hope I roll well. Get a +5. Not with a nat 1.
God
Roll damage.
damn it.
Uh-oh. Which is a good old D8.
There's not just me there, I'd like to say. No. I'm gonna die before my turn comes.
Ooh, that's
You rolled
11.
max.
Ooh, I rolled
So-
max. I rolled max damage.
Oh, boy.
So, Sankla, you feel as
Oh.
a stick come up behind and hit you right across the back. Take half that. What was that? 8? 11 damage?
That was 11.
11.
Yeah, you take
Oh.
you're taking 11 damage. Yeah.
Ouch.
What the Wow, that was a lot faster than I expected.
It's now Dora's turn.
Oh fuck.
He's gonna sit there and he's going to come in with a bite. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh,
He's hungry.
Jesus.
5 piercing damage and 9 necromantic, and your hit points are reduced by 9. Like
Guys.
the permanent, your
Oh, my gosh.
max hit points reduced by another 9.
I look rough.
But you're still up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then at that point, he's going to pull his claws back on you. Making that's a 7. So he kind of just scratches across your armor.
That's a little hairy.
No, it's bad.
Mm.
It's real
And
bad.
as you see, as he drinks up the blood from Mira, you see wounds closing on him.
Uh-oh.
All right. Fjordstein.
Okay. Well, I needed to get this vampire off of our halfling.
Thank you. Thank God.
How can I go about doing that?
You can try to literally pull her away from him. You can make a strength athletic check against him.
Let's do that. Let's overpower
Reach
this.
out, just yank her back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strength, not athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics. That's even better. 24.
Before? So you're able to just pull her into your arms.
My
Let's
level
see, let's
halfling.
go.
Oh, yeah. See.
So now she's in your arms.
Okay.
And that's it. Unless you want to move,
Unless I want to move, I'm close to it, right?
you will provoke opportunity attack.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Yeah. Could I move Mira, and then take my action surge?
Moving Mira outside of his range
Okay.
is potentially could still activate an opportunity attack, and it would be against her.
Against her. Okay. So tell you
Just
what.
saying it out loud here.
I'm gonna
You
turn
did
my.
it.
I'm gonna protect Mira with my body and turn away from it.
Okay. Are you moving away from it, or are you just turning away?
I'm just gonna turn away.
Okay. Fair enough. Mira, it's your turn.
Okay.
Lee, you're on deck.
The smartest thing would be to heal myself. But fuck this guy!
You're-
So with this big protective beast of a woman behind me, I'm just gonna take my battle axe out. And also take my shield out, since I haven't had it out yet. And I am going to try and hit this.
Make your attack roll.
It's just flailing wildly while you're being like hugged by Fjorston.
Please don't hit
Okay.
me.
I am going to use my channel divinity to add plus 10 to my attack because I'm going to miss. So now I get. What do I have to plus attack now? 22 to hit.
Hits.
Alright.
You should-
If I use my channel divinity, can I also smite?
Yeah, you can always smite.
Smite is just an on-hit thing.
I am going to smite him.
Do it.
Alright,
Oh,
so
boy.
let's roll regular damage first. Okay, pretty good. And he's undead, right?
Yep.
Alright. Feel pain, bitch. I have too many dice out now.
Oh no.
Alright, that is a good old 23 damage.
Just the good old
Most-
23 damage.
most-
I need
Radiant.
that. I need that broken up to radiant and bludgeoning.
10 damage was bludgeoning,
Okay.
and 13 was divine. Radiant.
Was winning damage.
And I'll say to
Okay.
him, I'm not the healer, bitch.
Lee.
Okay.
Luna, you're on deck.
I have a flask of holy water that I have not yet used. You know what? Okay. I assume this is a fairly small room, so it's not out of my range to charge up there and try and pour it in his eyes.
No.
All right, and that's. I looked up the rules for holy water here. It's improvised weapons. So what is that? Just my strength?
You get no proficiency on it.
No proficiency. Okay, so it's just.
And I put it. What are you trying to do with it?
I'm trying to charge up there and pour it on him.
I'd put it more dex than strength.
Dex? Okay.
Just flat dex bonus.
Okay.
No proficiency, no fighting style.
Thankfully, my dex is pretty good. That's a 19 on the die plus 4.
It hit.
Ooh.
So
I'll
it's
put
2d6 radiant damage.
Link in chat.
2d6 radiant damage, I believe.
Roll it up.
Nice.
That is a 5 and a 6.
Nice. You got the high
11
quality
radiant
stuff.
damage.
Okay. Yeah, that hurts him as he screams and starts reeling at his eye as you just like splash this water in his. Ah! Yeah, that hurt him.
I also have an offhand weapon. Am I allowed to hit him with that?
I don't believe so. If you use an improvised weapon.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's more of like you just going with it, but like
Yeah,
throwing water is pretty intense. Luna.
fair enough.
Luna runs between Doru and
Okay.
and then casts Cure Wounds on Mira.
Of course. Roll it up.
I don't think you have to roll very much. I don't have much max HP anymore.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, no, my lay on hands would have given me too much health.
You can split that up,
9.
eh?
So
You can do it like 10 and
You can do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Well, lay on hands has to be chunks of 5.
I didn't think so.
I know 5 you can use to like get rid of disease or poison, but I wasn't sure if you could use like 5. I know you can split it between people, but I don't know if you can save it.
Pretty sure you can use it in increments of 5.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
Oh, it's +2 because I'm a life cleric, right?
I think you max healer.
+2 from life cleric, +1 from the spell level, +4 from your wisdom, plus whatever.
Okay, your pluses save more than like my max HP.
Okay, so it was 5 plus.
7.
Holy crap!
Okay, I'm good.
Life
Yeah,
cleric.
my current hit points is 12, so
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay,
wisdom
cool.
+2
Perfect.
plus spell level.
Jesus. Okay. And then I turn to Doru and smack him with my lilac branch.
All right. Yeah. Make a spell attack.
21.
Hits. Roll damage.
$10.
All right. Yeah, he's looking a little rough. All right. So at this point, as you do that, Ireena's gonna pull out her gun, take another shot at him. She's gonna burn another grit, try to hit him in the head. She's gonna hit, and he's gonna have to make a con save. She passes. Unfortunately for you guys, and takes. Takes another hit. He kind of looks like he's dizzy for a second, but then shakes himself out of it. And Sankla, you're up.
Hoping to take advantage of that brief moment, he'll take a swing, aiming for Doru's neck. Oop. Nat 1.
oh no.
You're not supposed to use
so-
your 1 dice.
With that, you go to slide it, and Polaris actually slides out of your hands and clatters across just across the way.
Alright.
Who said loaded dice? Now everything's going wrong.
Hey.
That's loadeddice.ca. There's a box in every batch.
Rittery.
Oh, good. Okay, so I'm gonna look at what I just did and just God, it's right after all that and everything. So I'm gonna quickly cast Cure Wounds on Sankla.
Okay.
haven't taken any hits.
You took a hit
Yeah, you
from him.
did.
Oh, sorry, yeah, from you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
from
I got it there.
Got hit a little
So
too
I'm
hard.
gonna-
Forgot.
She's feeling guilty.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, let's fix that real quick.
Sorry.
Forgot about my broken spine. My apologies.
Does it cure wounds? So
Cure wounds, yes.
you reach off, touch him on the back where you hit him.
Yep. Well, irony of ironies. There you go. There's your 11 health back.
Like you knew
Seems
exactly
fair.
where to heal.
Bonus action?
What else do I have as bonus actions? I don't have a whole lot of... Who else has taken damage?
Mira,
Mira.
but
Just me, but
she
I'm
looks
looking
healed
good.
but sick.
But there's not really much to heal in that case.
No.
No.
Okay, I don't have a whole lot of other bonus actions, so I'm just gonna kind of, like, step up next to Sankla and just... Well, this is the situation, isn't it? And just stand at the ready, shield and staff at the ready.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sure we've been in worse. Maybe.
So it comes up to Doru's turn, and you see a bunch of wounds start healing on him.
God damn it.
At that point, he's like, oh, well, I guess you're the healer. And he's gonna grab onto Luna. He's gonna make
No.
he's gonna make a claw attack, which he's going to fail.
Yeah.
Because then he's going to climb up and go and try to bite her.
Do not.
And he gets a 14.
What?
Your,
What's your AC?
I think you should
What's
have.
your
I think you have
AC?
16.
Oh, yeah, 16.
Yeah, so he comes up and you kind of just like shrug him off with your armor. He tries to. At this point, he is going to. Yeah, he's going to jump to the roof and he's going to try to scatter off. You can all. Everyone in melee can take an attack of opportunity. That would be Fior,
Okay.
Ooh.
Fior, Luna, Mira, and Sakura.
And Lee, I ran up and poured
You're right.
water in his face.
You're right.
And since I'm right next to Sankla, wouldn't it literally be all of us?
I guess
Yeah.
so. I thought you were behind Sakura.
I had at the end of my turn, I was saying I step up next to
Beside.
Sankla.
Okay, everyone take your attack. He knows when he is.
Is this 8 attacks against the guy?
6.
So,
People can
sorry,
miss.
7. 7.
Ireena is not close.
Irena's not close.
And Sankla's not swinging with his bare hand.
It's true.
That's fair. So 5.
5 does not hit.
No, he's
No,
saying
no,
five
I
attacks.
was saying 5 people.
Oh, gotcha.
5 people.
Who's going in order? Who wants to go first?
Cassie, you go.
I got a 23.
Hits. Damage.
7 damage. Am I allowed to smite with that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck him, yeah! Okay.
Yeah, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
Oh,
doesn't say that's beyond your
no!
turn. You rolled 3 dice and you got
8.
that's pretty weak.
That's garbage.
Feuerstein.
I rolled 2 ones.
17.
Hits.
Ooh.
Damage.
I thought you were going to say didn't hit. 9. Oh, wait, hang on. 9 plus 4. Sorry, 13.
Okay.
Still forgetting to add your modifier.
Still forgetting to add my modifier.
Make it cool, man.
Woo!
That's so unfair! You made me first!
This is my only time attacking it. Okay, so it's climbing up on the ceiling. I'm gonna take my greatsword and I'm gonna like catch it. And I'm gonna bring it to the ground.
Okay, yeah. So as you bring it down, it lands with a ugh. Just lays out flat.
And at that point, Lee is going to rush forward with one of her wooden stakes, hammer it into the thing's heart, and cut off its head.
Okay. So you come down, you
Probably
Jesus.
overkill.
right into the chest. With that, it comes back up for a second. Father!
I think his mic clipped out.
And then shink, the head comes off.
Well,
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all.
What are we supposed to tell his father?
Well, we better think fast. I imagine he's gonna come running.
This is
We tell him we gave him the only cure that was available. It's the only mercy left.
That has been my stance this entire time, so.
this poor soul.
You heard Doru himself, right? He's been down here a year.
It's
I
true.
don't care what he does. He hurt Mira.
Being locked up alone, no matter what kind of creature you are, it's no way to live.
Agreed.
Or unlive. There's a cruelty even to a thing like this.
All right.
Can I put a hand on my neck, please, and use 5 HP to cure myself of disease or poison? I don't know if this works or anything, but I'm feeling rough.
So, you bring down, you pull stuff out of there, but you still feel weak, feel tired, like life is drained from you a bit.
Okay, I'll just like I've basically put my weapon and shield away, and I'm just kind of like leaning against the wall.
With that, you hear from above, "Dong."
I guess we go up.
I assume he knows then. Sanka will scoop up Polaris and keep the light up and lead everyone out.
You guys make your way back up to the small room with the trapdoor. You exit into the hallway, start heading towards the chapel. As you are entering the chapel, you hear a scream from behind you. Reaching up. Oh! You look forward and you see Father Donovich swinging above the altar from the string of his bell tower. And that's where we're going to call tonight's episode.
Oh my.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Whew. That's something else right there.
It's a dark campaign, guys.
Oh, I
I was
know.
gonna say,
Gothic horror.
yeah, they're progressively getting
Things are
darker.
getting heavy.
Like, just at that point, there is just Rita Ray slowly reaching for a belt pouch and just, I did not drink enough for this.
We're all have to start taking up a drinking
Yeah.
addiction.
I had 1 HP.
That's...
Drinking addiction. Oh, Jesus.
Did you
Wait.
have 1 HP?
Not one
One
max, but what HP left?
Wait, did
One
it
H-
reduce?
No, because she took
No,
some
no, no.
piercing damage.
Oh my god. I thought you meant like hit point.
One
like,
max.
yeah. That would have
No, no, no.
your next bite would have
bad.
killed you.
No, I had
Worse than that.
12. I had 12 max, and
That still could potentially kill you in a turn.
yeah, like he was rolling like 9-ish,
Mm-hmm.
like to take off my max health, and I was like,
One crit.
this is going fast.
Or what would happen if he reduced her hit points again?
Her max to 0?
Like the
What do you
max.
think?
Oh yeah, dead for good. Okay, well, you know. Super dead.
It's an instant death.
Instant
No,
death.
no saving throws, no.
Yeah, that's instant.
It was rough.
Same thing with
When I
like
saw one,
same
I
thing
was
with like those when those ghosts were stealing strength from you guys. If
0
it
strength?
reduces 0 strength, you are dead. They are dangerous to Rinneray.
Right, Rena Ray?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yep.
Remind me to never get close to the strength things.
But I did tell you guys there's one thing I changed in the campaign for sure, and I gave a class to a character, and
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
The gunslinger. I'm so here for gunslingers every time.
We have another female party member. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
For the time being.
But I hope you guys had fun. That's what it's about. I hope everyone watching enjoyed. Everyone in chat, everyone who's hanging out just watching, everyone who listens to the podcast, come check us out. We are up on iTunes and Google Play. Funny story, guys. There's actually 2 Rule of Cool podcasts out there now. We released a day before another podcast went live.
True.
We've agreed with them. We're going to coexist. We're going to be fine. Go check them out. We're considering them our sister podcast. They are the Rule of Cool. We are Rule of Cool. Yeah, check them out. They're not as dark as this. They're a lot more fun and crazy.
Hey, we're fun.
Hey, no, we're fun. The story's not.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're dealing with, the choice of keeping your monster son alive or putting them to a merciful death. They're having brothel parties.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I would like to switch campaigns, please.
But no, I told them that we talked on Discord. They messaged me. They're like, hey, like, what's up? They're like, you released just before us. We've been waiting. Like, I guess they've been working on it probably as long as we have.
Oh shit.
But yeah, go check them out. They got the first 2 episodes and an episode 0 up. But make sure you check us out because our podcasts are pretty awesome.
And I listen to them.
Yeah.
That's what I
listen to them a lot because I'm the one that edits them, and then I check them out before I push them live, and then I check them out once they're live. I hear your voices a lot.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I hear my own voice a lot.
You had to
that
make
one.
up for it somehow. You weren't seeing me at work anymore. You had to hear me somewhere.
It's
There
true.
you go.
It's only a problem if you start hearing us when you take the headphones off.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, 11 for 10 cents?
I am everywhere.
Sorry, 12. I don't know why I said 11.
God.
Yeah, you're shortchanging them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh boy.
Oh, and I also wanted to say SMDGM. Because I think we had a few murderinos again.
Murderinos.
Like our murderinos. They are awesome people.
That sounds dangerous.
She talks about murderinos all the time.
That's all I talk about. Murder and murderinos.
Murder.
Okay, because all I talk about is D&D.
It's true.
Hey.
Yeah, guys. That's it for me. I don't know if any of you guys have any more announcements, fun stuff coming up.
This current.
I know
week,
Sarcastic Owl, we're not sure what we're doing over the next week or so because
Because
You
we're all
know,
emotional wrecks.
we
and-
just finished our 2.5-year campaign. And so we're waiting on our next campaign to start, but until then, we're doing some one-shots. I don't know yet what's going on for the one-shot. I think there was talk about it earlier while we were streaming,
Yeah,
but I didn't get a chance to read it.
there's.
There's board games and one-shots and all kinds of stuff lined up.
Yeah, and then our regular shows.
Yeah.
Friday will always have something on it.
We don't get away that easily.
No.
We don't go anywhere else. Friday night D&D.
I suppose if I could shamelessly plug for a second.
Plug away.
Shamelessly, though.
I'm gonna say keep an eye. I don't have anything like perfectly worked out just yet, but I'm working on getting a little bit of a co-op stream going in the next 2 months or so. I just have to figure out work in the meantime.
No, that's
Awesome.
awesome. And then, of course, do we have Ashton at Ash the Snail? He streams.
He's got to
He
get
does
back on
things.
that.
Pass the blue
And-
black snail.
The awesome Tapper Wallace. Yeah, check us all out. We do fun stuff. And stay cool, guys.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.